Here we are. It's the third game on the Hockey Now Network live watching together feed. It's been an awesome day one. Thank you to everybody that has taken part in the feed, watching the feed, listening to my little nephew Andrew.
Hit that subscribe button and smash that like button and do that.
Do that. Smash on it. Definitely need your help spreading the word about Hockey Now and the Hockey Now Network and watching together. Hockey Now Net, that's the handle for our Facebook page, our Instagram, and the Twitter. The Hockey Now Network is the Twitch name. Still working on a custom URL for that. Same with YouTube. You just got to go to YouTube and search for Hockey Now. The link's up on the Hockey Now Network Facebook page, so you can get it there. I got to hit some criteria before I can have a custom URL, and I need your help with that. So if you will give me some likes and subscribes, and I just love hearing this as much as I can.
Hit that subscribe button and smash that like button and do that.
Do that. I'm Brian Sklover. Probably know that. Thanks for hanging out with me. Here's how this works. Watching together. You'll see this on your screen a couple of times. It's a sync button. Well, that's me, Brian Sklover, at BSklover on Twitter, if you would like to get right at me, or you could just post comments on here. If you are watching this feed like on a link that I shared or that somebody shared, make sure you're commenting on the Hockey Now post, because then those comments come right to me and I can put them up on the stream as well. Now, as we're watching, you will see this pop up on the screen every so often. This is our sync. The most annoying thing in the world to me is watching a game and somebody else ruining it because they're like 5 seconds ahead or behind. I would love for you to take the time to sync up. There'll be so many points. I'll throw the sync cue up on the screen, and you can just, I'll read the time as it's playing, and you can sync up so that we can actually watch these games together. Lots of Penguins fans in my world, lots of Canadiens fans as well. Always a thing with my pop, who is general manager at the Sky Rink these days, but his favorite second was always the Montreal Canadiens, so I've always got a soft spot in my heart for the Habs. And, I mean, the Penguins is the team that everybody loves to hate, but they have such a passionate fan base, and I would love to have some of you on the stream. So if you want to jump on video, I will send you the link for the virtual studio. We could also do a phone call, so it doesn't have to be if you're I don't look good enough to go on, or my camera sucks, blah, blah, blah. Any number of these things, I can make sure that we can do this on phone or on audio, or you can send comments, send voice comments even to the Hockey Now Facebook page at Hockey Now Net. I can play those back from the comments as well. So yeah, that's where we're at. It's been an eventful day so far. Rangers dropped game one in their series to the Carolina Hurricanes, 3-2. Rangers kept it interesting as it got down to the final minutes. They scored a late goal, then made a push, but they just couldn't put it over the top, couldn't get the win. So the Carolina Hurricanes are currently leading that series, that best-of-5 series, 1-0. The second game that we streamed was the New York Islanders and Florida Panthers game. And that could turn the sync off, I think. I'll put this up here. So the second game that we streamed was the Islanders and the Panthers, and really kind of a boring game. The Rangers-Canes game started off slow as to be expected, and then it kind of picked up some momentum. It got to be really fun as the game went on. A really intense finish. Rangers getting that late goal, yada, yada, yada. So it was really good. Probably 3/4 of the Panthers-Islanders game was meh.
What's she doing? What's she doing?
Nobody could figure out what either one of the teams was doing. But the Islanders had a couple goals. I think they had a goal in each period through the first two periods, and they ended up winning the game over the Panthers. And I believe that score, I should just pull these scores up. I shouldn't try to recall off the top of my head, even though I watched the games, and I do kind of remember exactly what the score was. And it's 2-1. It was a 2-1 final for the Islanders over the Panthers. In between there, the Blackhawks and Edmonton Oilers played. We didn't stream through that whole game. It was on while the stream came back. But the Blackhawks put an impressive 6 spot up on the Edmonton Oilers. Some would see that as an upset if the Blackhawks can beat the Oilers. But if you know hockey and you know what the Blackhawks are capable of, you know that's not an upset. You know that that's not a big deal. That's just Jonathan Toews and Patrick Kane being Jonathan Toews and Patrick Kane. So that's what ended up happening there. But the Oilers made it interesting. They got interesting. They got 2 goals late, but they just couldn't do it. So that pretty much is the gist of the day so far. Carolina leads their series 1-0. Chicago leads their series 1-0, as do the New York Islanders 1-0 over the Florida Panthers. So the other game tonight is the Winnipeg Jets and Calgary Flames. We won't stream through that one just because it's late. And maybe we will stream. I'll save it for game 5 of that series. We'll save staying up till 2 o'clock in the morning doing live streams. But for now, the focus is on Sidney Crosby, Geno Malkin, the Pittsburgh Penguins, and their opponent, the Montreal Canadiens, with what a lot of people call a world-class goalie, one of the best goaltenders in the world, in Carey Price. We'll see how that holds up. I mean, if you're looking at somebody that can definitely slow down Sidney and Geno, you'd think that Carey Price would be that guy. He's the kind of player where he can go in there and steal games as a goaltender, Carey Price, but there's a lot more to the game than just that. So time will tell, and that face-off is just after 8 o'clock tonight, and we'll watch it all together. That's that. How's that for a setup? How's that for a build-up? Let's look at comments. Who do we got? Basil. Mr. Charles, thanks for checking in, man. Glad that you're here. Frankie, Mr. Fuchs. I thought earlier today when I was they do need a big performance from Murray. But on the other hand, you got Tristan Jarry that's there, fully capable. I've got a couple of my Penguins people that are going to jump on. They can talk more about the goaltending situation in Pittsburgh and what they think is going to happen. But it's fun to have the game back. It's fun to have hockey on our television. It's fun to have really anything on our television to be able to watch and enjoy. Baseball's back and basketball's back and everything's back, but it's nice to see pucks up there. I am partial to hockey, so I will say that I think the hockey presentation on TV just looks a little bit cooler than the others. I think the basketball looks like it's on a made-for-TV court, and yeah, I mean, that's it. That's what it looks like. And it's exciting, but 300 points in the game last night, that's not a normal NBA game. It's just going to be shootout back and forth. But these hockey games so far today, lots of intensity, had fights in the first game. Trying to recall if we had one in the last game. Today's kind of been a blur, so I'm kind of trying to wrap my head around everything. Appreciate again everybody that has been streaming throughout the day and sharing.
Hit that subscribe button and smash that like button and do that.
I hope you like hearing that as much as I do, because it's pretty much my favorite thing in the world since I heard it and played it for the first time. So if you can do some likes and page follows, subscriptions, shares, all that other social media kind of stuff, I would definitely appreciate that. Definitely appreciate your help building this up to where I know that it can be. And my goal for tonight's game is to absolutely have a Penguins fan and a Canadiens fan. Well, if the game's close, if the Pens are blowing out the Canadiens 5-1, that won't be fun. I won't put my Canadian fan friends through that. But 2-2, 5 left in the game. Yeah, I want you on there, and I want you talking smack with each other. Excuse me. How gross, Brian. He's burped right in the microphone. I didn't even try. What kind of broadcaster are you? Blue Line Hockey Tournaments. My buddy Jeff Ning. He'll jump on the stream with us tomorrow night. And he's a big Toronto Maple Leafs fan. The other thing I want to mention while there's a lot of you on the stream, tomorrow's games, we'll be streaming 2 of them. The 3 o'clock game, Philly and Boston. That's an NBC game. We'll kick that stream up at 2:45. And then 8 o'clock tomorrow night, we'll stream Columbus. We'll stream through Columbus and Toronto. I should clarify and say, because we had a lot of people that found us on YouTube looking for the stream of the game. I can't stream the game to you legally. I'm not allowed. I don't even know if I'm allowed to have these logos up there, but it's just fun. We're not making any money here. We're just trying to all watch together. So I cannot distribute the games to you, but I can tell you where I'm at in the game. And then you can sync up where you are in the game, and then we can watch together. And that's how that whole thing works. So look for those sync points throughout the game. And yeah, Just put that 10, 15 seconds effort in. Usually once you find the sync point once, it's good. Unless maybe you have some buffering issues over there. I haven't had any buffering issues over here on my end, and I got all my equipment on Wi-Fi right now. So everything is in good shape as far as that goes. Tomorrow, hold on one second. Tomorrow, the Flyers game at 3:00. We're going to do that game in honor of my friend Tina Zollo, who is she's a friend, close friend, and worked with me at the Solar Bears, and she was a victim of domestic violence earlier this year. And she was a big Flyers fan. I mean, huge hockey fan, big Flyers fan. We talked many times about the possibility of a tournament like this, and I wish that she was here to see it. I know she and my pop, the GM up at the Sky Rink up there, are watching right now and watching through all of them. So we're going to watch the Flyers for her. And that's a lot for me because I'm not a Flyers fan at all. Not a fan of it at all. But for her, we will do the game tomorrow. It wasn't a shadow of a doubt to do that. So that's tomorrow at 3:00, and going to have a bunch of people on with me as well. So if you know of any friends, family, fans, etc., that would be interested in jumping on and talking smack, send the link to them. Let them see what we're doing. Tell them I want them to jump on with me. We've got a decent amount of we've got a decent amount of response throughout the course of the day today. So I'm hoping that we can just build throughout the rest of this week and enjoy ourselves, work out all the kinks through the qualifying and seeding rounds. And then when we get to the playoffs, we could really do it up and just enjoy ourselves and enjoy watching some hockey. It's been cool seeing pucks back on TV. And so far, so good as far as the both the pregame, both the game presentation and just the rink itself, the condition of the ice. Haven't heard anything bad so far. So yeah, that's about that's right about where we are right now. So just waiting for NBC. Tonight's game's on NBC, regular television. I actually had to I had to pull pull my credit card out. Really, I need to get the YouTube TV so I can get local television here. Because I have Sling TV so I can get the NHL network. But Sling doesn't have local NBC. I had to clear my throat. I wasn't going to make you listen to it. So I had to pull a little fast one, and I got the stream up here. Now we're just waiting for it to kick off on NBC here in just a few minutes. Mr. Cesari, my godfather. The guy that knows what I saw when I was a kid. The guy that knows the locker rooms that I was in. There's not very many that saw it. But you saw it, Tony. What an experience it was. And it led me to where I am right now, hanging out and talking hockey with you. I want this to feel like we're just hanging out on the couch, chilling. Grab yourself a beer. Probably best way to do this is watch the game on your television and then listen to the stream on your phone. With or without headphones, even a one ear. And it's very easy for me to have you on via video. So if you're interested in joining, I really would be interested and love to have you on. So just send over a message and we'll get that all taken care of. Let's see here. Oh, if you, like I had mentioned earlier, still valid. If you're watching the stream right now on a post that was shared, like if I shared it or a friend shared it, comment on the Hockey Now stream. I can't see the comments on, I can't see the comments that you put on my, I can't see the comments on a shared post. Let's just say that. Yeah. The diner at 2 a.m. waiting for a team. Isn't that right, Tony? We got to talk about that. Tony, maybe one day this week you'll jump on even with the video and we can, on an intermission, we'll just talk about the whole experience of what you and my dad and what I got to see through the early years of my life as far as hockey in the New York City area. We'll have to jump on with that. Sil, I know you're looking forward to it. You're a Habs fan. I got my buddy Rich is, let's see. Got my buddy Rich, who is a Penguins fan and a Carey Price fan. He'll jump on with us as well here to watch for a little while or beyond. Here we are. Oh, wait a minute. It's 8:01, and I got a hurricane watch on my TV.
What's she doing? What's she doing?
Tony Manolfi, get off my television. It's not even a hurricane warning. It is a tropical storm warning.
What's she doing? What's she doing?
Seriously, like the game. Like, come on, Tony. Come on. Let's go. We got a game to watch.
What a freaking idiot.
He's not an idiot. Jason, thank you for jumping in. Glad to have you here. We got to go. Pens in the room. Might have to have you jump on the stream with me in a little bit. I'll send the link. I'll send the link in the DM. In the DMs. Every 30 minutes, these reports. Well, come on. Are they going to delay the game for us? Is it on NBC Sport? No, they're not going to do that because it's only local. Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me? Penguins, Canadiens, game 1, qualifying round, NHL playoffs, big day, it's back in action, and this? Haven't we weathered everything that we could possibly weather this year, that the actual weather shouldn't phase us like this? You know what, though? If all this other stuff wasn't going on in the world, we would have been hearing about this freaking storm for the last 8 days. Yeah, I know Pierre Gervais, the equipment manager for the Montreal Canadiens, is still there. I saw him a couple years ago. Very successful guy. He got to see a lot of really cool things. A lot of really cool things. Was with Canada when they won the gold medal. All those kind of things. So, hey, Walt, thanks for jumping on. Thanks for watching. Go Nucks. Go Canucks. When am I actually, you know what, Walt? I'll tell you what. I was hoping that I would hear from you because, Walt, do me a favor. If you're going to comment and take part, do it on the Hockey Now stream so that I can see your comments in the same area. Like when somebody sends in a message, I can flash it up on the screen. So jump on there with us. Definitely jump in with us and spread the word.
Hit that subscribe button and smash that like button and do that.
I think the Canucks were the only okay. So in preparation, because I'm trying to stage here, waiting for the game to start, we'll probably go right into it. I have a list here of all the games and the teams that I'm going to be broadcasting during, and then there'll be a dual coverage for some of them. The only 2 teams that I'm not scheduled to be on with right now is Minnesota or Vancouver. They just don't work out with the schedule that I'm running, but I'm hoping like once we get to game 3, 4, 5, it's a game 5 and we're going to do it. So, come on, dude.
What's she doing? What's she doing?
Come on, Tony. Let's go, dude. Really? Now he's running into tide times. This is really going to happen here. We're really going to get shut out from the beginning of this game. I'm not happy. I am not happy. I'm so not happy that I'm going to make a banner that says, I'm not happy. I just want to watch, dude. And they're not, like sometimes if there's something on one network, they'll put it on another one just to make sure you can still see it. Like this isn't happening all around the country. This is just local Wesh. If this happens tomorrow during the Bruins and Flyers game, you might see me screaming in the middle of the stream. Scream stream. Yeah, Walt, that was a great start. We'll talk about the Ranger game. You got some comments, send them in. We'll just have a little conversation here while we're waiting for Tony Manalfi to finish telling us about the 18-mile-per-hour wind gust that we're expecting in Central Florida. I'm not being cynical. I get it. I am a National Weather Service sky spotter, so I understand the weather. I just really want this game to come on. It's 8:06, and they've probably already dropped the puck. Let's see here. I'm pulling up the game center. Still pregame, Andrew. Thank you, Andrew. If you'll keep me up, to date on this, that would be fantastic. God, come on. Get the game center up there so that at least we can see. So Walt, like you were saying, the Ranger game started kind of, I think both teams were trying to find their footing on behalf of every one of the teams since it was the first game, first period, etc. Doesn't help that the Rangers let up a goal in the first minute, but we've come to expect that from the Rangers, really. But so frustrated right now. I just want this game to come on. This is one of those things where, like, it's the only... Hey, Billy, we will not be able to stream the game, but what we're doing is watching together. So if you watch the game on your television and sync it up with here, then we can all kind of watch the game together. I don't have legal rights to distribute the game. I wish that I could, but I can make sure that that you're up to date on the game and able to take part in the conversation if you would like to. Wait. Honda commercial. Honda commercial means hockey. Yes. Now they're showing the Honda Sports Desk. See, this game's not starting till 8:15. Half-hour pregame show. Thanks a lot, NBC. But, Billy, I hope that you hang out with us and watch with us. The game is on NBC if you're able to watch it. Or you can keep it on, keep this on in the background. It'd be awesome to have you listening in and taking part and going. What's up, Matt? Thanks for jumping on, dude. It's been a minute. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope everything is good. Glad that you're here. If you, like, share all the other stuff that I've been asking everybody to do, begging everybody to do. There's Sydney. All right, we're getting closer to game time now. All right, well, since we have a full room, key to the game for the Penguins. Let's see what you guys think. Key to the game, just this one game for the Penguins. What's the key for the Penguins? And then let's throw out there the Canadiens as well. What's the key? What do they need to do to win this game? And Sylvain, you can't say fire Bergevin and make the Molson family sell the team. That's not going to be good enough. You gotta come up with something a little bit different. Yeah, well, it's same thing here with us. I mean, we've been watching the games all day long, and we've been enjoying watching them all day long. I was originally gonna originally stream all 12 hours, all 5 games. Realized that would be an incredibly fatiguing kind of thing for me to do. So, just broke it up into the games that are, the bigger ones than not. But I have been watching and keeping track of all of the games. Rangers game started off real slow, but once they found their footing, once both teams did, I thought second half of the game was fantastic. It was a really great game, second half. So, looks like they're showing the Penguins in the locker room. Jake Getzel's got Ginsel. I see Chris Turnover. That's not my phrase. That's not my phrase. Try to get everything else in a row here. See if I'm forgetting on something. Don says the price needs to be right. Pittsburgh needs Crosby and Malkin to be super to set a tone. I would agree with that. Penguins didn't exactly run away this year with the ease that they have in years before. Especially, I mean, kind of a gut punch that the Flyers are above them right now in the standings. But you're talking about two world-class players. You're talking about Sidney Crosby, who has won on every level and has an incredible amount of success. So, yes. I mean, really, you say it all right there, Don, for both teams. Price needs to be good. Crosby and Malkin need to be good. Those are the keys of the game for those two clubs. I think that you have to figure out who's going to lead your team right away. Like, I think that's what happened in all these games so far. You got to figure out who on your team has the legs, who on your team has the jump, who's ready to really put it all out there and leave it all out on the ice, and do everything that they can to help the team win. And then once you can figure out, because if Crosby and Malkin are playing lights out, the goal of the team is to support them strictly. But if they're trying to find their footing, then you're going to need those secondary guys to play well. If the Canadiens are not going to be able to rely on Carey Price, then they're going to have to find goals. And sure, they can, but the onus on having to is a lot different when your goaltender is not doing what you need him to do. But I don't think it's that hard to think that Carey Price will be all-star out there. Like Walt said, his comment is up there right now. Rich, waiting to see if Rich will jump on the stream with us. Based on today's games alone, special teams are going to be huge for Pittsburgh. Dude, 42 penalty minutes, I think, in the Ranger game. And they just really, the referees were calling. I mean, they were calling everything. They're calling a really tight game. I think they're trying to establish the mood right now that it's going to be a tight brand of hockey. It's going to be playoff hockey. It's not just going to be run and gun, pass all the rules out the window like it tends to be in the playoffs. Because when you get to the playoffs, it's kind of known that the referees just let things go. You're going to get away with that in the playoffs, blah, blah, blah. You're not going to get that call in the playoffs is probably more like it. But the referees are not skewed by the fans. They're not. Oh, there we go. Canadiens Penguins up on your screen right now. Scotiabank Arena. Right on your television. I'm sure you're seeing it. If you're in Central Florida, you also see the hurricane warning ticker on the top. Special teams has been an impact on every one of the games so far today. That is valid. So what Rich said is incredibly true. And if he jumps on here, he'll have lots to say about that. I knew you were going to say that. So have a tight defense for the Habs. They got to be really sure in front of Carey Price, or else they're going to have some trouble. Don't leave the goalie out to hang. That would be a bad thing.
You have a firm grasp of the obvious.
That's all you, Jason. If the Pens are going to win, they're going to have to score more goals.
You have a firm grasp of the obvious.
National anthems are getting ready to come up. Thanks, Andrew. My cuz. Never a bad time to remind you.
Hit that subscribe button and smash that like button and do that.
Penguins are taking the ice as we speak. Here we go. Game one. Best of 5. Well, as a matter of fact, I've been so glued to watching hockey all day today. I haven't eaten. I've eaten Starburst gummies. I've had a couple of 4-day-old zingers, chicken tenders from Miller's Ale House. I had an egg sandwich for breakfast. Oh, Rich. Hold on. Let me make my changes over here. And I'm going to go here with this. I'm going to go there with that. Let's do that. And then let me come over here. Put this up here. I'm getting there. This is all live. This is live. And whoa.
Hey, what's going on?
What's up, dude?
Not much. Getting ready.
Yeah, I see that you are. I was gonna. Oh, you might need to turn your camera a little bit. I don't know if I can. I can't stream. Yeah, there. Maybe.
Yeah, yeah. I know.
Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, I don't have the rights to distribute the game.
I heard you earlier. What's going on?
Not too much, man. Just enjoying the game so far today, and just enjoying having hockey back, just in general.
Yeah, it's been a strange year. I mean, that's I've actually just I've been playing hockey myself lately, and just being on the break for so long, and then finally getting back to this, and then seeing them play, it's just it's just so weird, you know. But
I don't know how it hit you, but when they shut down the league, for me, it's just every ounce of hockey just got sucked right out of my body.
I was totally disinterested.
And I've forgotten so much of what's in, all the trades. Like this, I was watching the Canes this afternoon. I'm like, Vinny Trocheck is on the Canes. Completely forgot about that.
Yeah, what a factor he was today too. So
he was. He threw his body around. It's nice to see that. I'm sure Panther fans hate seeing that. But what? So let's right off the bat, let's just let everybody know you are a Penguins fan, but you are a Carey Price fanatic.
What an oxymoron that is, right?
A little bit. So you're not torn, though, are you?
No. A bit torn. I don't like to see the guy get lit up or anything like that, and I don't think that's really going to happen. But as I said before, I think special teams is going to be the biggest key here for Pittsburgh. Montreal's got to avoid obviously taking these penalties, and also you mentioned earlier, because I was listening to NHL TV, they talked about the ice conditions and several games in, and with the weather going on right now, so you got to think that's going to be a factor possibly with Pittsburgh's game and their style of play. So things to be considered, and then of course Murray, the elephant in the room. So is he going to hang on? Is he going to? He's on a short leash. We know that for sure.
Confident with that?
Yeah, I think he'll be all right. And again, you mentioned earlier, we got Jari waiting in the wings. So I would have gone with Jari given the year that he had and leading up to this, and then making the All-Star appearances and whatnot. But he definitely was a stronger goaltender. I think the team played better in front of him, quite honestly. Yeah. And Murray's been a bit of an enigma ever since, my personal take on it is I think ever since the passing of his father, he's just not been able to get back to that elite level or that level of play that he had around both cup runs. So we'll see. We'll see what happens tonight. But as I said, I think he'll come through for us. And Patty Marleau, I think, is going to be a bigger factor actually tonight.
Sure.
So
another one of those guys who has the experience that that these younger guys who are when we talk about players like jumping into making a name for themselves in the playoffs and things like that. Like this is not just a regular playoffs. This is a completely different beast than we've ever seen. And you got to think that I don't know if I think you heard, but that's why you have to just assume that Sidney Crosby is going to be ready to excel because he's excelled on every single level. So. Like a guy like Patrick Marleau, who what he can put in the tank. He knows he doesn't have to put an 82-game season in the tank. He just needs to come out and just do what he does well right from Jump Street.
Yeah, most definitely. So, and I think obviously your third and fourth lines they're also gonna be a huge factor tonight. So. I like what they did with the lineup. I don't know if you've seen the lineup. Obviously, they're trying to get Sheary and Gensel and Crosby gelling again. But if you took a look at the third lines, and Hornquist was pumped down as well, I like what they did with Tanev, moving him over onto the right wing on that last line. It looks really well balanced as opposed to what we saw prior to this. So
yeah. Now, do you have the ability to pause your game over there and get the sync up if you need to?
I should be okay.
Okay, cool. No, I just you don't have to now, but just when we get to the point where when the game starts, I'll count down the time. We'll do sync points just so that we're quote unquote watching together. How you enjoying Florida?
It's been a trip.
Are you playing out in Wesley Chapel? Is that where you're playing?
Yeah. Actually, I went through COVID. I told a couple of the guys. Believe it or not, I think I got it at the rink. Initially, when they opened up, they were pretty big on the masks, but then they sort of got really lax, and people were walking in left and right, and then no one was wearing a mask at that point. So, and then I heard that there were several players on other teams that had, picked it up, and some of the staff that worked there. They have like a bar, really cool setup in the main ring, where there's a big bar and whatnot. But a couple of people picked it up, and it was interesting because nobody on my team had it, so it was really weird, And I think you and I kind of touched on it earlier in the year, but now they've required it. It seems a lot better now and a lot safer. So
yeah.
We'll
be out we'll be in Wesley Chapel for the youth tournament that we do every year. It's usually here at RDV Sports Center, Sportsplex in Orlando.
Yeah,
but they had some roof damage, and they have to replace the whole roof. So, oh wow, that's pretty cool. They got. Why is the Canucks? Oh, they have the Canucks singer singing "O Canada." Okay. So we needed to shift over there to Wesley Chapel. So Jeff, who's on here right now with us, he just left the rink out there. But Walt, I see that. I think that's pretty self-explanatory why the league is in Canada right now, because you flatten the curve and taking it a lot more seriously than a lot of the places here. Although I will say for the NBA, they're doing a great job in the Disney bubble also. They have no positive cases right now, as far as last I saw, which was just a little while ago. But the hub cities work regardless of what it is. If you can have a controlled environment, it's going to work out for you. So it's nice to see that we can just have these games going and have some hockey to watch, man, and not have to worry about
games.
What's that?
Did you catch the Rangers game, all of it, or just part of it?
Yeah, we streamed it. It was all right. I mean, it was, they were, I think both teams kind of came out flat. I think if Carolina doesn't score a goal a minute in, which now after the fact, we see that Jesper Fast was hurt, shouldn't have been on the ice, but that's the kind of player he is. He wants to play through that. He wants to, make sure that he's available to help the team. But in some cases, a player like that can actually hurt the team, and his staying on the ice through the injury didn't really it led to that goal. And if they don't score that goal, right off the bat, maybe it's a different game, but we'll see.
Yeah, we're looking at the goal, the Slavin goal, and I was watching a lot of the Ranger fans were getting on Lundqvist about that. I mean, as a goalie, listen, I'm not a pro goalie, but from a goalie's perspective, I mean, he played it pretty well. I mean, that was just a wicked shot, and the turnover.
Shoulder, right?
Yeah, it's just literally right off the pad there. So.
All right. Well, we're looking at Matt Murray. We're looking at Sydney right now. Where are you? Where's your? Are you at the face-off yet? Like on your stream? Like, are you live? Are you right now?
We're still doing I think the Canadian anthem is going on right now.
Did you hit pause? Were you paused?
I did earlier, but
you go because we just dropped
the face-off and we're getting ready.
All right. So I'm here let me get this sync up here, and I'm going to read the time down. Are you kidding me? You can't see the time? Can't see the time because of the freaking ticker for the hurricane. Oh, Florida. Thank you. I'll get you a time in just a second so you can everyone can sync up with us and we can all watch together.
Yeah, most definitely.
Definitely wish we could be watching Jim Houston.
Although, I miss that.
Although I don't mind doing the play-by-play or whatever myself, so not even listening to it. So we had 1930 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, and now they're showing the Canadiens lineup.
Yeah, they're about to face off on this screen here.
Okay. I feel bad. Like I feel bad ruining the excitement for you.
Not at all.
Have you seen I don't know if you saw what happens when a goal goes. I'm not going to play it now, but there's an overlay and the sound effects and the whole nine. It's a pretty big deal. Oh, right from the start, big shot. Gino gets that carry and he turns it around. Penguins are controlling in the zone though. It's cleared out. 18, 34, 33, 32, 31, 18, 30. Puck stop at 18:29. It's weird, man. I was going to originally do these games like all day, but I needed a break. I definitely needed a break. And I think my buddy's here to help put some of the other equipment in, so we'll do that. We'll do that live.
You changed you got the logos gone after I saw you had the Florida logos up earlier.
Which ones? Yeah, I got the different logos for all the different series, and then I've also got the let's see where the I got the round robins here.
Oh, yeah, you guys are just here.
Running this one tomorrow. Oh man. Think it takes anything away from anyone if they win this tournament, like the whole asterisk thing? What do you think about that?
Someone asked me today if the Rangers, that same question regarding the Rangers. You know, would they feel would it cheapen it a bit if they? I don't think so, honestly. I think these guys are getting up for the games. I mean, the crowd factor is huge, obviously, in the playoffs. Yep. I mean, that's, you know, we can go on all day about that. But, I mean, these guys are they're getting up for the games. You know, and those, obviously, who aren't are going to be eliminated pretty quick in these short series. So,
did you see who was it that fought? Ryan Strome and
that was a good scrap.
It was a great scrap, yeah.
And that's what I said. I don't think that Carolina was any less than the Carolina that took down the Caps. You know, I think they came out. The game was a little flat in the beginning, but after a while they started really ramping it up, and you know, the emotion was in there for sure. So, but I like that Justin Williams kind of brought that emotion there.
For sure,
no crowd, but
that's what they need from him, right?
Yeah, that's what he's there for. Mr. Game 7. So where are you at right now on the time clock?
I am at 16:33. I'm getting a question what level I am in Fortnite. Probably not as much as you are right now, Elijah or Evan, because I haven't been playing the last couple nights. But I'm at 16, 22, 21, 16, 20, 19, 18. So it's tough. Like that's the one hurdle with the whole watching together thing is that not everybody can pause. Not everybody is at the same point. And I don't want to like say everybody pause till everybody's ready, because then you lose out you know, the immediacy of the game and everything. But Canadians look a little frantic right now. It looks. Oof. Got a puck.
Pretty choppy. I wonder if the ice is starting to play a factor right now, or the conditions.
You mentioned that before, and so they ran the exhibition games last week, and they had one day where each rink had 3 games. Right. I didn't hear anything negative about the ice after that, but I would imagine that after the 3rd game is where we're going to really know whether or not the ice is holding up or not.
Yeah, some of the league officials and the on-ice staff were talking about that. They were pretty concerned about that. Oof, Price did some pretty close saves there.
Yeah.
That was nice. Oh, Malkin almost walked that in on his own.
Let's see. Canadians trying to work it out. And you're kidding me. You're kidding me, NBC. Are you kidding me?
Are we doing hurricane coverage again?
See that?
Category 1.
That's what I'm looking at. It's not even a category 1. It's a tropical storm. I understand.
Downgraded.
You're a New Floridian, so I don't expect you to know the wind speeds or anything. But
Well, we're pretty protected over here in Tampa, so I guess it's
yeah, you're fine over there.
Yeah, we kind of blow it off easily, but
man, like what? In case anybody's wondering, I'm not happy. I'm not happy. Like oh my God.
Can't make this up.
Man, I get it. But do the lower
After can't come away with it.
No, I'm not going to run the radio stream. I can't believe
that
it.
little Mike Lang I heard there.
Yeah, I heard him. Hey, silly with a saltfish, Sydney. Whatever he says. Since we don't have to worry about we don't have to worry about all the time cues and everything, then we'll just stick this up there for now so we can at least see where time is at. See if goals are scored.
So I'm at 1436.
Okay.
Weird what I have is set up here with some of these channels where I get like the NBC sports packages from around the country. So.
Oh yeah. Is it?
Some of them are.
Are you on a cable feed or are you cord cutter?
Like you have some that are ahead of the others. No, digital television.
Okay.
Ooh, let's see.
Got
the Fire Stick.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, that's what I'm streaming on YouTube TV.
Cable cutting as well.
What's that?
Cable cutting as well.
Yeah. It's the only way to go. I can't believe this, dude. It's not even Tony Manolfi anymore. It's this other little dude. He just looks like a little dude. I shouldn't say that. It's nothing negative. Dude, I haven't broadcasted to the masses like live since straight up 2012. And like you could say, oh, this little dude, and it was okay. Now I don't even know if I can say this little dude. I mean, if you're in Florida and you see this little dude.
We're trying to be as PC as possible, right?
I'm trying.
Not happy.
I'm not happy.
That's obvious.
I am so not happy right now.
We're still getting weather reports.
What's that?
You're still getting weather reports?
Yeah, they're going to run this for at least 5 minutes.
Wow.
Building waves, beach erosion, quick downpours, Sunday main impacts, tropical rain, damaging wind, storm surge. I swear, if they mess with the schedule tomorrow. All right, and we're back.
All right.
And we're back. 13, 17, 16, 15, 14.
All right, 1348. Well, you're a little ahead of me.
Is it annoying? If it's annoying, we can.
Not at all.
You sure?
Yeah. Just don't jump up and yell goal.
I'm not going to. Well,
I'm kidding.
Well, that's the thing. So just so you see, when there is a goal, this
yeah, I heard you
on there.
And there you go. I heard you doing multiple goal horns for a lead.
Yeah, there you go. So
was she happy with that, by the way? Was she happy with the multiple Islander goal horns?
She was very happy.
I didn't hear the yes.
No, you didn't hear it, but in the doorwell there was the yes fingers pointed to the sky.
I was serious about that back when we were participating in the league there, about that being the best horn in the NHL. You didn't think I was being serious about it, but I think it's the best one.
Yeah, that's fan rituals after goals is now. I will say that I have a newfound love for the Lightning goal horn, just because when I DJ'd 5 games for them this year, which I keep forgetting I did. I feel like that was 10 years ago, but I got to DJ 5 games for the Bolts this year, and the DJ has a physical button at his position where you physically have to hit the button, and it's not just a button you hit it and it goes. It's a true boat horn. You need to keep your finger on it, and as soon as you let off it lets off.
Oh, nice.
That is cool. Between that, you've been to a Bolts game. Did you go this year?
No, I didn't get to go, actually. I was supposed to go with Pete, but I never got to go in.
Have you ever been to Emily? You never been there at all?
I was in and around the arena. I just didn't attend the game.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they have the Tesla coils upstairs
Okay.
that they hit also when they like real lightning in the house, and it's pretty badass. But I do, even if I didn't agree, I have to agree that the Islanders goal. Here's Sydney. Sydney's taking it down in the corner. Looks like the Sydney. Oh no, got a couple Canadians collapse on him.
Oh.
But I'm also partial to the Rangers' goal rituals too.
Well, of course you are.
I mean, that horn, dude. That horn. What do we got on the comments? Let's see. Cancel hockey now. Can't cancel it when you spell it like that, Jason. Oh, Jody's on. Okay, that's why Jody is so far ahead. She's on a true antenna feed. NBC in I don't know if you're in Orlando, Jody, or not, but in Orlando it's still analog. So if you have a digital antenna, you can't pick up two. And I have analog digital antennas. I don't have an analog. Woe is me. Turnover, flipped it up, over. Not an icing. Too many guys in the area.
He's actually surprised me this year.
Who, Carey?
The turnover.
Oh, the turnover. Letang?
Yeah,
Good
surprise. Letang as what's his name on NBC affectionately calls him.
Pierre?
McGuire, yeah.
Did you see Pierre's goatee?
What's he doing? What's he doing?
Yeah, not good, Pierre. Not good. It makes his face look really fat. You can't do that. Brian, you can't say that kind of stuff. I can't promise that I'm going to be able to do this. Oh, Jody, you're in Western New York. So, yeah. So you're good there. So Ning said that the two best goal songs are the Rangers and Montreal's. But which one? Bleu, Blanc, et Rouge? Or is there another? You think that's good?
Yeah. What's that? Forget the name of that group.
Oh, Canadians pushing it into the zone. Pull up.
Yeah, it seems they're being very cautious.
Oh, we got a goal. Kokaniemi, baby. Let's hear it for them finish. Them finish boys who can finish. That goal celebration will get better for tomorrow, I promise you. It'll be one pre-produced button. I don't know. They're going to probably end up taking a look at this. I don't know if you've seen it yet.
I'm watching.
See if there's some. It's at 8:33 of the first period, and we've got a.
That was a bad goal.
Yeah. Well, they're looking at it here, so we'll take a look.
I don't know what Murray was doing on that play, but I'm watching the replay now. It was so fast.
Was it supposed to be Jari tonight, or was it going to be Murray the whole time?
No, I think, Sullivan is always like very vague about this, but he just said, we're going to go with Murray. Obviously, basically I've got all the faith in the world in him, but we also have a great tandem. So in other words, the leash is short, and we'll see how Murray holds up tonight. And judging from that first goal, I don't know. That's not good.
Well, it looked like it was. I mean, it looked like kind of just a busted play with the defense kind of back in too, right?
It was like going in one direction and then the puck went in the other. Or right as So what do we got here? Bounced up, right behind him, freak play.
Yeah.
All right. I was listening to Rupper today. He said 80% of the teams that win the first game go on to win 80%. The percentage is 80% that they win this series, the 5-game series. So
that's interesting to know. Curious to see how the teams play it out. I was talking during the Ranger game about it. It's crazy how they can say that the a 5-game series is a short series, and then a 7-game series is such a long series. Like it's just one more win is the difference between a short series and a long series. But like
maybe it's just like the prep time in between games, especially like for goaltender, if you're just, you're not having a good game or good series and you're unable to sort of undo that or find a way to get back to basics.
Right.
I could see that being an issue right away, especially if you're not really deep in your goaltending tandem. So, and we'll see what happens, but I don't think it's that much of a difference, like you pointed out. So,
especially when the other factor is too, I think these games are not just playing a 5-game series, but they're playing a 5-game series in under 9 days.
right.
So, and every series is going to have back-to-backs. I'm trying to see when the Pittsburgh Montreal back-to-back, I think, is Pittsburgh Montreal. I got my own list here. Yeah, so games 4 and 5 are back-to-back. So game 4 is Friday, game 5 is Saturday. So you're talking about 5 games in 8 days. That's insane. It's insane. Interested to see how many of them go 5 games, though.
What do you think with the Islanders, with the Rangers series? I know off topic, off game here, but what do you think that's going?
I don't know. I'm right off the bat. I'm confused about what happened to Igor because Shesterkin was supposed to be there, and I had a lot more confidence in it. I don't not have confidence in Hank, but just the younger team. Same like you were saying. Some guys play better. The guys play better in front of one guy over another, and I think that when Hank's in there, there's that mindset of, oh, okay, Hank's behind us. We can kind of slack off and he'll save us. But that's not necessarily going to be the way that you win this series. And in that respect, I just don't know. I don't think the Rangers have a problem scoring goals. I think they have to make sure that they could stop the puck. And again, the goals that they scored today, minus the first one should have been stopped by Hank, but still he would have liked that back. The second one, there was no way that you could stop that. The third one, Mark Stahl kicked it in. So it's not like Hank had a bad game.
Yeah.
It was a couple of really misfortunate kind of sequences, but I don't know. I'm trying to, obviously the optimist in me wants to see the Rangers pull it out. The optimist in me wants to see them lose and get Alexei Lafreniere. It's hard to be upset if the team loses, knowing that they have a shot at getting the number 1 pick. That's such a weird thing. Yeah. But David, thanks for jumping on, man. Appreciate you being on the stream with us. Not sure about what happens if there's a quadruple OT. I think the round robin games are regular playoff rules. No, the round robin games are not regular playoff rules, but the qualifying series are all regular ones. Ning, we'll talk to you tomorrow night. I'm excited to see you on with me for the Maple Leafs game tomorrow night. The Make Believes. Let me get a sync on for everybody so you can know where I am in the game. I'm at 6, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, and you're synced up. Now, I don't think Florida has a shot against the Islanders. I don't think they have a shot at all.
I thought it was going to be a pretty tight played game anyway. I think the entire series is going to be that way, low scoring. It's Trotz, the Islanders. I'm a fan of that. There's not a lot of people who love that slower play. Not exciting. Not Rangers brand of hockey, right?
What's that?
Not a Rangers brand of hockey, but it's a winning brand of hockey nonetheless. So I think the Isles are actually going to do a lot better than people think.
You think so?
Yeah.
Trotz is the right guy to coach that team.
Yeah, he is.
You know.
They bought in, so that's the other thing.
Yeah.
I joked around today when I was talking to some of my teammates and said, if I could get some of the beer league teams that I played with to buy into that style, I mean, we should win 10 straight years in a row, but everybody wants to be the hero, right? So,
yeah, of course.
Right here. A little tight. Yeah, they look a little.
I think we're just trying to find it.
Communications off, or they just seem off. They're not.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's, again, I don't know if the ice is playing a factor or what, but.
I think you got to give them a minute to find their game.
Yeah, it's just haven't found their legs yet. It's pretty slow right now. And the Canadiens are doing a pretty good job of clogging up the neutral zone.
They definitely are. They
seem to have the antidote right now. What do you think of the Caps Tampa?
I think, is this me over here? No, over here. What is the, oh no, is that my drink? What's the one? Okay, that's better. Trying to center my green screen. Caps Tampa. I hope those teams treat those games with some urgency and importance. I don't know that they care all that much about the seeding, just because hey Dave, thanks for jumping on. Appreciate you being on with us. I think I might have hold on, I want to get back to that in 1 second, Rich. I just want to make sure. If you are watching the stream and it's on a shared link, make sure you comment on the Hockey Now stream so that we can see your comment and I can flash them up on screen like I've done with a bunch of these other ones so far. I really hope those teams treat these games serious so that they're exciting. But I think that they probably have more leniency in taking their time and finding their legs, because they don't have to win a 5-game series. Right. They're in. So they can really take the next 3 games they can take a whole game to find their legs.
Yep.
You know, they can find what's up, Ron? Speak of the Caps right there. There you go, our buddy Ron from our group, our hockey group. You know, I could see Tampa, you know, well, Tampa's a bad example. I don't think Tampa is not leaving any room for error at all.
Not after that. What was it? 5-0.
5-0. Yeah, and really, if you follow the Lightning at all, and I followed the Lightning a little bit more this year than years past, but right. If you follow the Lightning this year, you know, got our first penalty of the game. Power play for the Canadiens. The Lightning were playing the season just to get to the playoffs for redemption for last year. That's the only thing that mattered. It's the only thing they cared about. We're gonna play the way we need to play. We're gonna find our game. We're gonna put the pedal to the metal, and that's what they were doing near the end of the season. I mean, when the season got paused.
Right.
So I don't think they're gonna need to take the time. I think they've been like, you know, held at the starting gate, ready to run. But a team like the Capitals, you know, you got a player like Ovi who, see, as I was going to say, he's older and the fatigue and this. Oh, what a save, Matt. So maybe not the Caps, maybe not the Lightning, but the Flyers probably take their time finding their game. AV is not an impatient person. He's very much a patient man, very much a patient coach, and he'll take his time. So to that extent, I wouldn't be like discouraged if the Flyers didn't do well in the 3 round robin games, because they're already into the playoffs. So as far as Washington and the Bolts, I don't know if I have an analysis of the game directly. I just hope that they all just that they take the game seriously and not just treat them like exhibitions. You know.
Oof.
Nick, let me get you a sync up here. We are at 340, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35. There we are. See, Ron, here's the thing, though, is that I don't know that seeding will matter one way or the other because it's a complete unless I'm reading something different, it's a complete reseed. So really the only two teams that can absolutely know where they're going to lie is if the 5th team wins their series or the 12th team wins their series. So 5 will be 5 and 12 will be the lowest seed. So those are the only two teams that really know which way that it's going to fall for them. So and if the team wins the series, let's say the 5-12 is the 5-12 Pittsburgh Montreal. So if Montreal wins, they're the 12 team. They're going to play the first seed from the qualifying round. But that means you're going up against Carey Price and a team that just won a series. Is that what you want? It doesn't matter if you're 1, 2, 3, or 4. You're going to have to face a team that already won a series and is maybe already rolling. So I don't know that seeding really means anything to them. So I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I would imagine that they really want to kind of protect their bodies a little bit, but I don't know. What do you think? What do you think?
What do I think? Tampa, Washington?
Just the round robins and the seeding and stuff like that.
I mean, I don't think we're at this point already. Everybody's getting up for this. They're making a run of it. I think there's even teams that are looking at this as, hey, I mean, you got to think that some teams are thinking that maybe at some point throughout the year they didn't think they'd be in a position to be competing here, And so I think they're going to take it pretty seriously. And obviously, there are opportunities to get, as you said, get your legs going, get up for the games and whatnot. And if you can get that lightning in a bottle, man, I think Tampa's definitely going to show up 100% regardless. So that's my opinion. And Ovi's not going to take a night off. So it's just not his style. So.
Dude, Ovi was 5 minutes into the game. He was firing shots from his office. Yeah. He knows what's up.
The camera panned on him before this game started, and he's actually watching the game right now. So
yeah.
That's so cool. Yeah, I don't think either team's gonna take a night off. So they're gonna bring it for sure.
Commercial. Just trying to find ways to see if those games will matter. I don't know. I mean, I think that it's.
Who's your dark horse, by the way?
What's that?
Who do you have as a dark horse? You can give me two.
Well, I'll give one from each conference. I think Walt's going to be really excited to hear this, but I think Vancouver on the other end.
Oh, wow.
I think Vancouver in the West can. They got an easy. I mean, they got to play the Wild, and that's very winnable. I don't think the Wild are. I don't think anybody looks at the Wild and thinks that they're a terrifying team. Right. But I think Vancouver on the other side. And as far as in the East,
crapshoot.
I don't know, and I don't want to.
I'm going with the Isles.
Are you? See, everybody is saying that to me, and I don't know why I'm so resistant for agreeing with it. It might be because of the ring and whatever, but I don't know. Right from the beginning, I can't remember if we were talking about it or it was before you jumped on, but I really think Sydney's the force to be reckoned with. So, but I have a hard time calling him the dark horse because nobody is not expecting him to. If he won, it's not like nobody expected this.
Right.
I don't want to. Oh, no goal. Oh, he kept it out. 203 is pretty exciting for you, Rich. Take a look. I don't want to say the team that I think, but I really hate that it might be the Flyers.
I thought about that early on, right before we went on the break. And I kept thinking about that, and I said, wow, AV's really – have you watched any of those is it on HBO? It's got like the behind the scenes – I forget the name of the show. There's
a bunch of different ones. I haven't seen one in quite a while, though.
But it's pretty interesting watching that entire series where they had the Flyers and AV and all that. But he's got them so dialed in,
and that's what he does, dude. That's what he does. Look what he did year one with the Rangers. He took that team.
I'm a fan, but I'm not a stupid fan as far as hey, you calling it. It is what it is. But they look really good, and I kept thinking about that right before we went on break, and I was like, we even joked about that. We said, "Oh, well, look who got screwed out of their first real opportunity in God knows how many years." But you're right. You could be right on that. If it weren't for the Islander pick, I'd probably say, yeah, you're dead on.
Yeah. Because Vigneault is a very meticulous coach. He always has been. He's got his methods, and some coaches are good with young players. Some coaches are good with veterans. But I think for him, what really just kind of made it easy for him, quote unquote, to instill his game was bringing Kevin Hayes in with him, because he knows the kind of player that Hayes is. And as much as he frustrated the hell out of me at times as a Ranger, when he was on and he was playing his power game, look out! I wouldn't have wanted anybody else on my club. And I don't think. Carter Hart can do it. Like, he's the second coming of. He's a
good goaltender.
Yeah,
I just saw that post.
Which one?
I just saw the close call, the post. The puck
yeah. That's what
he got it with his glove, so I don't think it would have counted anyway.
Walt was also mentioned that AV is awesome. The Canucks, right there on the doorstep. Man. Well, that's the first period.
Yeah.
That's the first period. It is a 1-0 game after one period between the Canadiens and the Penguins. My buddy Rich, big Penguin fan, and a big Carey Price fan. You're torn, but yeah, we'll. If you want to, if you want to stay on or not, we usually put some music on for the break and kind of walk away for a couple minutes and. Stretch my legs, but I'm just setting up here the music so I can get this going here. I'll put that up through there. All right. So some music running for us there. Okay. Thank you for
back in and out, but I'll probably see you.
All right, sounds good, Rich. Thanks for jumping in, dude. Awesome. And hey, I'd love to have anybody and everybody that wants to jump on with me to come on with me, because it's basically what the point is like it's kind of like sitting on the couch together watching these games, because I was about to say we can't go to our favorite sports bar and watch, but then Brandon G earlier today, he was on the line with us from a sports bar where he was watching the Florida game. So, he was social distancing. It's not about that. It's just that, the whole thing is you can't watch together. And he's like, well, I am. But we are watching together with Hockey Now Network, and I appreciate you being here. I'm going to play some of these songs through the break, and I'm going to go take a walk, get the blood going a little bit. And trying to pull up this game center here for you. Computers, all kinds of. Okay, here we go. Let me get that share screen. Let me get that share screen. Let me get that share screen. And there we are. All right, I'm going to take a walk, stretch the legs, enjoy the music. Do me a favor, if you will.
Hit that subscribe button and smash that like button and do that.
Talking Now Network, we are watching together.
always known that the smallest changes could make the biggest impact. You did. And so did we. That's why Hills always starts with a pet's biology. So you're always a step ahead.
by my calculations, we'll have another hurricane update in about 17 minutes, which is perfectly timed right in the middle of the second period of the game. Thanks, Tony Manalfi. Tony's not there anymore. He's probably gone home so he can rest for the big day tomorrow. Storm Day. We got a big day tomorrow watching together on the Hockey Now Network. We're going to start up at 2:45. We'll stream through the Flyers and Boston game. We're doing that from our friend, Tina Zalo, who was a victim of domestic violence earlier this year. She loved hockey. She loved her Flyers. I mean, loved her Flyers. And we'll be watching that game tomorrow in honor of her. That starts at 3 o'clock. Stream kicks off at 2:45. 8 o'clock tomorrow night, Columbus and Toronto. That game is on NHL Network. We will watch it together here on Hockey Now Network. That stream will kick off at 7:45. Where are we here? There we are. Get my backgrounds back in order, if you will. 1-0 Canadians over the Penguins. 1-0 Canadians over the Penguins, I should say. The kid. Jesperi Kotkaniemi gets the goal. Sloppy goal. We got a highlight on that? Let's see if we can see that highlight on that. Let me get rid of the old join us because we're here.
Dixie to go cups are built sturdy.
Be
so when
quiet.
Mom's daughter gets
Right. You are not. Sorry, you are not getting the NHL's ad. Sorry. There we go.
Aston Reese, Tanev, Kruger in after the puck for Pittsburgh. They excel on the forecheck, but they're turned back this time. And the other way come the Montreal Canadiens. Paul Byron with Kotkaniemi. Lehkonen goes to the front of the net. Now he'll go to the corner to help out. Shovels it back. Kulak's shot. That got through the net. Score!
See, just kind of a sloppy throw it at the net kind of a play. And Jesperi Kotkaniemi. I have to look at his name as I say it so I make sure I say it right. He gets the goal to put the Canadians in front, and they lead 1-0. Thank you for tuning in throughout the day today and tonight's game. I really appreciate your support and your love for the game of hockey and trying to grow this idea all across the world, the internet, whatever. We want to watch these games together, so we're doing it right here on Hockey Now Network. Make sure that you
Hit that subscribe button and smash that like button and do that.
and listen. If you have friends that are up, pucks down, second period, here we go. Let me get my game graphic back up here so you know what game you're watching. You know what game you're watching already, but we spent all that time putting these graphics together. Carey Price freezes the puck. 19:47 is the time on my clock. I'll let you know when the puck drops back down again. I seriously need your help as far as likes and subscribes and things like that. I want to get a couple things I need to accomplish. Need to create some. Need to create some. My buddy Ron, who's he's going to either jump on with us tonight or during the Caps game. He was interacting with us earlier. You saw some of his comments flash up on screen. Oh, yeah, the puck was dropped again. So I'm at 19, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25. There's your 5 seconds of sync. Trying to just reach a couple accomplishments, a couple goals. If you Twitch, do me a favor. Just add Hockey Now Network on Twitch. Really could use the support there. Twitch is a more traditional streaming thing as far as what I'm doing here. This is kind of different for Facebook and YouTube and things like that. I really had a hard time finding anything like this outside of like one or two examples that the NBA did with some podcasters, but they did it on Twitch. So long story short, Hockey Now Network on Twitch. If you can get me a subscribe or a like or a whatever it is they do. I'm still learning that platform. I should know it. But that would be a tremendous help. And if you know any friends that like to talk trash, any of the teams that are in the tournament, I want them to come on. I can have people on very easily on the video. So I'd love to have you on with me. even though we are, we don't have to have people. I enjoy having people. I just like hanging out together with people, man. I miss people. People who love people. Take a look at these comments. Click to follow. There it is. Thanks, Ron. Click to follow. Future NHLer. I'm not putting that pressure on you, though, I promise. But I'm glad that you're tuning in, man. So excited seeing your progress. Sam Bonnell up in Montreal. That's Sylvain's son. Big kid. It's cool watching kids develop. It's cool watching kids develop here. I love youth hockey. I'm very much a part of youth hockey here in Orlando with Blue Line. Blue Line hockey tournaments. Love watching kids develop, but it is night and day, Canada versus here. Just the skill and the routine, the whole everything. So I've enjoyed watching Sam grow up and continue his hockey journey. What do we got? 17-25 here. Tight 1-0 game. Probably bodes better for Montreal that it's a tight game, but Pittsburgh can again, Sidney. And I'm not turning into like a Pierre Maguire. I love Sidney Crosby. Sidney Crosby is my favorite. But you can't deny that the man can play better than most others. So, what is that? Is that accurate? Let me take a look at that stat. Shots are 19-6. Yeah. The Habs had 18 shots in the first period versus Pittsburgh's 6. And now, I'm sorry, I'm getting this all wrong. Pittsburgh, 19 shots on goal right now, just 6 for Montreal. Damn, Sil, is that right? Oh my gosh, Sam is 6 foot 180 and a truck. Excited to see that progress. Excited. And my dad instilled that on me early. Hockey is for the kids. And you know what? The reason we love it is because it embraces the kid inside of all of us. That's my profound words for a Saturday night. Let's see here. We're at 16-25 right now. And the Pens just lifted the puck back out. Having a hard time. I'm having a hard time watching this because I got the freaking hurricane ticker on the top of the screen and the map is covering half of the score. Woe is me. But kind of makes me wonder if if the Canadiens win this game, do they get so close to squeezing it in? Petey, do not start barking. Do not start barking at me in here. That is not going to happen. He gets so amped up when I watch hockey. So amped up. Like from the beginning, like one of the things that me and my wife connected on was Petey. But like at the same time, he gets so riled up when I get excited. Oh, what a sequence. Whoa. Is that Rust that just went flying? No, that wasn't Rust. That's not 43. He's not even on that team anymore, Brian. What are you talking about? Is that right? What I was saying, though, offsides here. 15-19 clock is frozen in the second period. What I was saying, though, is let's say Montreal wins this game. Do they have false confidence going into the next game? And in reality, do you want, if you're the Canadiens and you win, do you want a pissed off, looking for vengeance Penguins team coming back at you? There's just so much to this. It's not a 7-game series. It's only 5 games. Uncharted territory, to say the least, for all of us. More so for the players than us, but yeah, that was Connor Sheary. I thought that's who it was. I didn't think it's who it was. I knew it wasn't Rust. I'm getting there. Not a play-by-play guy. I'm simply a fan that, oh, Gino get the stick on that puck. Pens put it back in the zone. I need to pull up the rosters. That's what I need to do. Pull up the rosters, and you know who it is you're talking about. Yeah, okay, Brandon Rust is still on the team. Brian, what are you even talking about, dude? You're going to lose the trust of the people if you don't know what you're talking about. I think... Ooh. Up and over, out of play. 14:03. What is Brandon Gallagher got on his face? Huh. That is weak. That is weak beard. That's like a mustache in the... Not a fan of that. Not a fan of that. Yeah, I think I would agree with that, Ron. Habs definitely look like they have more confidence out there right now. $14:03. I'll let you know the puck is on the ice, which should be any second now. There it is. Clock's running. 14 minutes right now. That is not a yawn because I'm tired. It's just a yawn because it has been a long day. I'm very excited though. Enjoying this a lot. Glad that you're with me. Oh! What a goal. What a shot. Come on, get out of here. Oh, my technology is ruining me right now. Nick Suzuki, look at that. Pick a corner, get the shot. 2-0 Habs right now. What? Matt Murray, what are you doing? It is Tristan Jarry time. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Let me get one more of... come on, dude. My technology is failing me so hard right now. I mean, pick a corner and nail it. Glove high. You got to get that, Matt. You got to get that. Oh, dribbling garbage in front of him there. Now it looks like the Pens have woken up a little bit. Or are the Canadiens just dictating play with the excitement and the energy they have? Here they come again. No. Pens come the other way. Sidney had the puck. Oh, all right. Hang on. We do one of them and one of them. And thank you on that. And then I do with this. And you could do with that. Dude, is it Jarry time or what?
It is.
Gotta be.
As predicted. Wow, that's bad.
That was bad. I mean, it was a great.
There was offside, as usual. That's the book on Murray now. So, you know.
Let's not take away from Nick Suzuki's skill on that, though.
Not at all.
You know? I mean, yeah.
Yeah, he seems to be fighting the puck all night. Actually, he's been having trouble seeing the puck through his legs. Several plays there where he lost it in traffic. So it doesn't seem like really focused. I actually caught I got the Jim Houston feed here going on. So
Not a lucky guy.
Did you get Ron on?
Ron is on the comment. Yeah, let me send him the link. We'll just get him on in here with us. Hang on, Ron. Stand by.
We have history.
There we go. Yeah, I just sent him the link.
Cool beans.
Bill,
Yeah.
your buddy Bill. Matt has no glove. No glove, no glove, no love. You get no glove.
Maybe I shouldn't have pulled this out of the. We shouldn't have pulled this out of the.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to sit that back down in the background now.
Were you waiting for the seesaw to tip one way or the other? Like,
yeah. No, I love the guy. Seriously, it's either way. I mean, honestly, I didn't even think. I don't know. I thought our season was done at this point, and I don't have expectations this season, and it's just like we talked about it earlier. It's a strange feeling, kind of even watching this. My dad was saying, he's like, "How can you watch this with no fans?" So,
I don't think it's. Are you having a hard time watching it with no fans?
I haven't really given it thought, to be honest with you.
Me neither.
Yeah, so it's kind of like don't really have a thought about it. But everyone I've spoken to so far is like, this is stupid, or they shouldn't have started the season up again. And yeah, there's a lot of fans that I've been talking to that just are having trouble watching the games without the fans. So I was curious about what your take on that was earlier. I forgot to ask you that. So
I don't have a problem with it. Like I understand it.
Mm-hmm.
The crowd brings a lot to hockey. I mean, the crowd brings a lot to any sport. That's part of sports. But like,
right.
Man,
they did a pretty good job. Aren't they like showing like a camera feed with like fan reaction from like?
Yeah, they got.
I think I caught that in the Edmonton game where I saw fans like kind of cheering in the background.
Yeah, they had a couple of looks with that when the Canes scored earlier today, and I know like the Silent Thunder, the Lightning were getting their fans to submit videos and stuff like that. I mean, and that's cool, and that's fine and all well and good.
Have you seen any interviews with the players themselves on their take on that, or
not yet?
Okay.
Not yet. I haven't seen it
yet. Huh.
But
Wow. I mean, hopefully they'll get ticked off and they'll start making a game out of it right now. But it seems like, look, 22 shots on goal. I mean, they're playing their game, but it just, it's one of those games where the bounces aren't going your way. And but then again, I don't really see anybody sort of driving to Price's net right now.
I haven't seen that either. I haven't seen
that.
A lot
of the plays, perimeter play, and I'm sure that's obviously the Canadians are keeping the play to the outside, but and they're doing a good job of just taking away the middle of the ice, is what it seems like to me.
They really have, and they've definitely come out with some pep in their step, because they
definitely
first period had 6 shots on goal. Second period so far they've had 7 for a total 13, and Pittsburgh's still sitting on 22. Oh God, look at what he's got on. Look at what he's got. He's got his Caps sweater on.
I got my gold hat on. Now listen, here's the deal. It's been forever. Oh, wait a second. We got a goal. Forget about this. Dude, we got a goal.
Oh, we got a
I came on.
Yep, got a goal.
Well, that was Sid.
Pittsburgh people like Cap stuff because you guys always win. It's okay. I'm gonna take it all out. No, it's all right. There you go. Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, well, I'm glad I didn't see that up on the.
Oh, it's Crosby. Yeah.
Crosby. That's what you gotta do. Shoot from behind the net from now on. That's how you beat Price.
Let me do a time check real quick for everyone. I'm looking at here. 9:45, 4, 3, 2, 9:40 on my mark. All right. So you're all synced up. Yeah, dude. Well, you needed a goal from someone, and there's Mr. Sydney. But who else is going to support him?
I'll turn the name around.
Ron, we were talking before, and we were talking about it. You were on the comments, but what do you think? Like, are the Caps going to come out flying on Monday, or do you think it matters?
I think one guy you don't have to worry about from the Caps' perspective is Ovi, because he freaking comes out flying when he plays youth hockey at an elementary school, and they take the sticks over there. So he's all fired up with everything.
For real.
You know, as much of a rap and as much as other fans don't like the guy, I mean, dude, I mean, we went to like a signing one time and he was all fired up. He's trying to run around with the kids and they're like, dude, sit down. We got a line out the door. It was pretty comical. So he's like a big kid. So, but I mean, overall, I mean, I don't know, the round robin games. I mean, I think you want to like be on like a roll.
Sure.
But at the same time, everything's all new. Like I walk out my door and go to the grocery store. It's new, you know? So I think everything's pretty new in general. So we'll see what happens. So
I would agree with that, especially if Tampa's going to come out and they're going to be flying. You're going to stand in their way and you're going to match their intensity if they're definitely on a mission. I don't know if that's the wisest as far as staying healthy. I don't know.
I mean, who knows? I mean, crap, during the exhibition game, they weren't hitting that much, and Carlson went flying on the board, hit his leg, shoulder, head. I mean,
is he all right?
It's hot. Yeah, he skated today, so they think that he should be fine. I mean, they're not going to tell you what happened. They just say you're unfit to play. So look what happened to your backup or your starter, whoever he is. It's all right.
We went from upper injury, upper injury, lower injury, left injury, right injury to I'm injured, and that's got to be good enough for us.
Hell, we didn't even pack our Russian goaltender, man. We left him back in D.C. Right?
No.
So, I mean, and now they're saying a report came out today that they're saying something happened to him before he came back overseas. And he tried to skate. He tried to get on the ice like the very first day, and he just couldn't go. So they haven't said what happened, but I think something happened. Maybe too much vodka one night or something. So
I bet some of these guys were incredibly out of shape. I mean, it would make sense that I feel like there was a player in particular. I want to say it was Patrick Laine, but I don't know if that's who it was definitely. But he just was not in shape, and he wasn't ready to go. But, you know, he was sitting around for 4 months like the rest of us.
Probably a lot of guys. I mean, maybe not a lot of guys. Some guys probably weren't expecting him to come back. And the thing is, not for Laine, but like a lot of guys. I mean, you see a lot of guys now have kids, and you know, guys that we were watching 5 to 8 years ago come in. Now they have kids, and it's a completely different thing. It's like you see Ovi, and he just had a newborn, and he's training, and you see his feet. Then you see Carlson, and he's playing street hockey with his like 4-year-old. You know, it's like it's a different type of training. You know, so.
Some confusion in front of the net, but nothing comes from it.
A little excitement.
Yeah, it's nice to have the game on, even with you put the fan aspect one way or the other. People are always going to find something to bitch about, but I don't think the game has really suffered at all. The Ranger Canes game was incredibly over refereed. I think there's so many special.
Insane.
I mean, but there were at the same time, like we were talking earlier, Brian. I mean, there was calls to be had. I mean, guys are beating guys down the boards, and Sid almost had another one. But I mean, guys were beating guys down the board and grabbing on the arms. I mean, there's some calls that you got to make. I mean, it's just kind of, you know. I mean, okay, so maybe they called 2 extra penalties. That might have not been a penalty, but then you probably let stuff go too. Like there was a trip at the end, and you even said during the stream, you're like, that's probably called early in the game. And I'm like, I agree, but you know, it is what it is. So.
Oh, didn't really get all of it, Jake Kensel, but Carey was there. Penguins are on a power play right now. Just about a minute left in that. I'm coming the other way on the shorthand.
Oh, God, again.
Was that a post or a save?
Save.
Here comes Sid. Oh, we gave it right to him. 2-on-1 the other way, shorthanded for the Habs.
It was like run and gun. Gee.
D for the turnover.
It's the same 2 guys. It's Suzuki and Amin or whatever his name, 40. It's the same 2 guys that came on the goal earlier.
Sorry, Bill, I missed out on your slap me silly, Sydney. I know you Penguins fans got to have your Mike Lang, whatever.
Bill's got them all. Come on, man, in the group. Bill's got them all.
Bill's all
You can tell when it's a good night. Bill's all fired up on there. It's great.
absolutely.
So, Rich, how great is for you guys? How great is for you guys having like a guy like Gensler who probably wouldn't have been back maybe till the 3rd or 4th round? I mean, that's pretty cool, right?
I haven't skirted around that at all. I mean, that's a huge plus for us.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, we got another goal!
Kidding me, right? Don't tell me.
There it is.
Oh, my bad, dude.
Oh, yeah. How far off are you? God.
Just like a couple seconds. Don't worry about it.
But that's good news, right? You want to hear that. Come on now. Who was that? Marino poke it in?
He's been good. If it was
Rust. I'm sorry.
Rust, Brandon Rust.
Yeah. See, there's Rust. See, there you go. We were looking for him earlier.
And Horn right there. Right. Oh. But there you go. Talk about a team that's been there, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You got Hornquist right there. He knows what he's got to do right here and right now, and he does it. And there's Sydney with that big smile. Slap me silly, Sydney.
Where's Bill? Come on. Is there another one? Come on. Is there another Mike Lang? Come on, Bill.
He's got him lined up.
That boy.
It's with a rusty razor. There you go, Bill.
See, Brian's got his little button that he clicks. He gets all the sounds. That's what Bill's got. It's like F2 across the board, right? Come on, man.
There wasn't another goal. I just like hitting that sound effect. Oh, man, 2-2. Now, how are you feeling if you're a Canadiens fan?
Oh, crap.
So what you're telling me, I don't want to talk smack about Canadiens fans, especially since there's some that are watching that are good friends of mine and ours. But, like, you know, they came out in the second, and it looked like they had some energy, and did Pittsburgh plan this? Did they do this on purpose? Try to get them to go, and then they just.
This almost reminds me of 2016 when we were going back and forth with the comments on where were we on Hockey Fence for? I think it was Hockey Fence.
Yeah.
And I mean, you were probably more excited than I was. I just I had deer in headlights look and just freezing up at the screen, and this is reminiscent of that with the goals coming. Oh man, the opportunities that are coming out now.
Hey, Rich, how were you back in that Philly Pittsburgh series back in the day, man? When there was like 900 goals per game, man, that was wild.
That was the worst.
Hey,
that was worse than Nick Dakota game. What was it? 93 Islander series. I mean, that was worse than that. That was just like total. I don't know what that was.
Hey, I think both of you guys can share the misery of the 1992-93 playoffs. Both of you feel it.
That was bad.
Man, whatever, man. I still have nightmares of Nedved.
Oh, the 4 over.
I was there. I was there. The only thing at the old.
You're glitching a little bit, Ron.
Yeah, the old Cap Center. So you only had two options then. You had the water fountain line or you had the bathroom line. So you do the water fountain one intermission, you do the bathroom the next intermission. Yeah. And then I think that was the game that Joe Juneau was playing for the Caps, and he had the penalty shot, and somebody threw a beer bottle, and it was glass.
Oh, yeah.
It broke on the ice. And then he came down the penalty shot right after, and the damn puck started bouncing. And I'm like, we're never going to win. I mean, never, you know? So it was Nedved got that one.
I can imagine the frustration. But yeah, you guys definitely turned it around, obviously, you know. It's weird that we talk with all the other fans about when we kind of heckle each other and we get on each other. And I don't even feel any anger. Maybe it's just winning the two back-to-back cups. You get spoiled.
Yeah.
It's like, they go for another 10 years.
Like, shut up. That's what.
Let me just slide that in there. 2 cups back-to-back.
Yeah.
I've got a ring in all my fingers. I only got one.
That was right for you, Brian, because you're waiting a minute. So, you know,
I've been waiting a minute. Is that what you just said? Because it's the truth.
A minute, yeah. You've been waiting a minute.
Yeah, it'll be 30 years in 4 years. Hey, listen.
I think you're going to win within the next 3 years, honestly.
They're building the right way.
They're definitely building the right way, and that's why as much as I'd love to see them win for just the experience, and because listen, if you're here, you might as well try you try to do it. But again, like losing one of these qualifying rounds and then winning the ultimate prize and the draft, which is really a wild card, and it's not the seeding wild card, but like, how often do you get that kind of consolation prize potentially? Like somebody that's good is going to get the best player available. It's wild. It's wild.
So are they going to put all the teams into that, I guess? How's that working?
So it's when they did the lottery, they had the 7 teams that didn't qualify for the qualifying rounds.
Yeah.
And every team that did qualify for the qualifying rounds was listed as Team A, Team B, Team C, Team E, all the way down the line for the 8 losers of the series.
Yeah.
So as a collective, those 8 teams went in, I believe it was same odds, and they ended one of the to be determined teams won the lottery. So the number 1 pick goes to a to be determined team, which is all of the losers from the qualifying rounds.
Right. So are they going to have like another bingo ball, or I guess?
Immediately when the series are all over, like I think they announced the date, and I think it's like within days after the qualifying rounds are done.
I'll put money on it. It'll be during an intermission of like one of the game 1s of the first round.
Without a doubt.
Ratings, right? I mean, why not? So.
100%, especially since they're going right into the playoffs after August 11th it starts. So the qualifying rounds end August 9th.
Yeah, 9th, yeah.
Off, and then we'll get right into it on the 11th. So yeah, it'll probably be intermission of one of the games. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, just imagine I don't know, that's a pretty sick consolation prize.
As long as Edmonton doesn't get it again, I mean, they've already blown enough picks. At least they finally got McDavid right. So
Edmonton, yeah, I know. And I don't know what that does. It cuts to a point where, listen, the marketing of the sport is just as viable as the players on the team and all of that other stuff. So, like, if you're talking about sticking another huge star in Edmonton or potential for a huge star, I mean, just like I said before about the Panthers, you stick them in South Florida, like
you lose them.
You lose them just straight up. There's no other way to say it. Yeah, Sylvain mentioned Toronto waiting at 67. I saw a meme the other day that Toronto is the only team not to win when there's more than 6 teams in the league. So like 67 was the expansion. That was the last time that they won. So they've never won a cup in the expansion era, which
with your Vancouver teams like that, I mean, there's some teams that still haven't touched it. I mean, hey, we were there 2 years ago, so I'm happy to be off that list.
Yeah.
We go out.
Did the Caps won 2 years ago? Is that what that big banner is behind you? I had no idea.
Let me tell you, they
gave unresponsive for about an hour.
they get right. No, I'm still not responsive. I still can't believe it. I mean, shit. Then the Nationals decided to win, and then we had the Mystics. I mean, holy crap! I'm kidding. But
go Mystics.
Yeah, tell me. That's the only time they'll get mentioned on your stream, probably. Now, anyways, I found this on freaking Amazon for $20, and I sent them to a few of my friends, and I was like, they got them, and they're like, they didn't even know who sent it because it came from Amazon, and they're like, what is it? I mean, it was so cool, but I mean, it's crazy, and it's great quality. It's like the exact replica of what they put up, and I'm like,
nice.
They gave us this little tiny one opening night, which was nice and all, but I found this, and I was like, yeah, it was awesome. Nice. It was good. So
very cool.
Yeah, I got the upgraded one with the 5 cups.
Well, dude, hey, I told people, I was like,
amongst yourselves, I'm going to grab something. You guys talk amongst yourselves real quick.
We've won the last couple of years. It's all right. Get out of here.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah, all right. All right.
Back on the power play. They're getting their legs underneath them now.
Yeah, you know what? Montreal really carried the play there at the beginning of the period. Montreal was really pushing, but that first goal kind of shifted it right back.
Isn't it like typical Pittsburgh fashion though? Like just to do that.
Well, I mean, you guys aren't like I said. It's like there's fans that hate the other team and the rivalry, and then there's like, I mean, I'm a hockey fan. I'm like, you appreciate a really good team, and it's just such a well-run organization. I mean, it's like from the top down, and you see Crosby, and it kills me when people are all doing the cry. I'm like, dude, you're watching. I mean, probably a top 8 or 10 player of all time. I mean, and if you throw the Richards and the Howes, and I mean, like I said, I mean, he could be top. I mean, there's been so many great players. It's hard to compare the eras, but I mean, it's like you're watching something that you don't get to see all the time. It's like it's pretty cool, you know.
Yeah, same can be said about number 8.
Yeah, we've been pretty spoiled with that. He got his baby banner.
I don't know if it was on Facebook or it probably was, where you said, you know, not for nothing, I'm getting a little annoyed with watching the 93-94 Cup run.
So sick of it, dude. So sick of it.
On MSG, was it?
What's that?
Was that on MSG?
Yeah, MSG dude, MSG was running like, the summer of 94. And it's like, that was 26 years ago. Last year it was 25 years. Fine. But this isn't just some little, yes, it was little, but this was received by me on January 19th, 1995, when I watched this thing raise up to the rafters in MSG. So
that was a lockout year, wasn't it?
Game night handout.
That was a lockout year. I remember that. Yeah, there you go. That you guys got together the following January.
Yep.
Very nice.
Yep. That was.
But you guys are on the right track, as we said. So next 3 years, I think you're gonna. I think you're just I don't know. You got a player, superstar player, short, or I don't know if it's just development alone, but I definitely think there's a piece missing. And
in the Rangers,
you said, what's your perspective on it?
I think they're doing it the right way. They needed to draft right. They needed to replace Lundqvist. I think they really kind of redefined the franchise when Hank came, because they realized we rode the Cup in 94 on Mike Richter, and you need to have, there's is that the end of the period there?
Yeah, they're in it.
Listen, you got to have the right goaltending, and having Hank and having a guy like that, and it really recharged the fan base. The Cup run in 13-14 re-energized. I mean, listen, they also made the conference finals in 11-12, so they saw what the formula was. But I think that the Rangers, up to a point, they don't do this anymore, but they play this super Americanized brand of hockey where they love their Ryan Callahans and their American-born players, and we didn't do the right things today, and we're going to do it right next time. And it's like, that doesn't win in hockey. If you're not pissed off about what just happened, you're not going to find the depth to get out on the ice and do it next time. And that's why they made the run in 13-14, because they got rid of Ryan Callahan and they brought in a player like Marty St. Louis. I think a player like Panarin, he loves to get out there and play. Mika Zibanejad, he doesn't make excuses, say, we just didn't do the right things and we'll go get another
player for that organization.
He's a great player. Yeah, he's a find. Yeah,
absolutely. And that's the other part of it, is I think that I'm from New Jersey, New York City. It's just, it's a weird place, but people who want to play in New York usually have they have a little bit more sick. They just get it. They understand what it means to represent that city, play for that city. I mean, look at sports legends in that town. Look at Derek Jeter, look at the kind of players who define New York. And I mean, listen, Panarin could have went anywhere. I thought for sure he was going to South Beach with Bob. I thought they were going to go rebuild the Panthers. And he could have done that, but he wanted to be there. I don't know that Mika wanted to be traded to New York, but bet your ass he's loving it there. He's EDM DJ, and he just, it's his culture. It's his, there's a lot for everyone there. That's also why I don't think Hank wants to go play somewhere else. Yeah. If he wants to play anywhere else, he's going to go back to Sweden and play with Frölunda and his brother.
That would be weird to see him in a different jersey. I'm sorry. When Berger went to St. Louis, that was just, it was weird. It's just not right. It's just,
and I don't think Hank wants to have on his resume that he rode the bench to a Stanley Cup. I think he wants to be the one playing it. And if he's not going to be the one playing it, then he'll be fine with it. But long story short, the Adam Fox was a huge find for them. I think he's on the upswing. He's kind of like a Brian Leach kind of player that can move the puck well. There's a lot of good young guys, and we'll see what happens when Stahl and when Hank aren't there anymore. We'll see if Kreider can hold on to his speed in the coming years. There's variables, but
you're going the right direction. I think you got your star, and if you look at the Pens teams and the way they reloaded, and look at the Blackhawks. I mean, the 3 that they won, and even the Kings. The Kings, I think, are the anomaly. They kind of kept the same franchise, but the Blackhawks, I mean, they had Bufflin, they had guys like that, and then they had to reload. They had to get younger, and the Pens did that. Like, who was Jake Gensel? And I mean, it's just and what Bonino. I mean, it's like guys like that, and then the Caps did the same thing. They finally gave Vrana a chance.
Yep.
And he had big games against Pitt. He had big games against Tampa. They benched Burakovsky, and that guy shows up some nights and doesn't some other nights, and he scores 2 in Game 7. But it was young guys that filled the holes, and you saw that with Pittsburgh, you win 2 cups. And I really believe those 3 years, 16, 17, 18, if the Caps had won that Pittsburgh Cap series, I feel like the Caps win all those cups. If Pittsburgh won all 3, I felt like every year, and those would have been the conference finals in the old format. And but both teams did the same thing, and both teams had general managers that built it the same way with speed and youth and its organization depth. Who are 2 of the better AHL teams? It's Wilkes-Barre, it's Hershey every freaking year. Every year.
Very true. Very true.
So,
and it's encouraging. It makes it exciting to watch. I'm when you were trying to figure out what was going to come after Hank, and is it going to be Antti Niemi or Antti Ranta or any of these other guys? It didn't leave a good feeling in your stomach. But then Georgie came up and started playing. Georgiev started playing well.
He's a really good goalie too. You can't sleep on him.
He really is. And then Shesterkin, who came highly touted and delivered, really I think was I wonder if some of the Rangers' problems earlier today had some to do with the unexpected goalie shift. I mean, it shouldn't really have a huge impact, but if they were expecting to play in front of Igor, then that's kind of a mind F right at the beginning of the game. But he's the one that has me really excited, because it does start with goaltending in the back and some solid defense. And I mean, Panarin, like, I read an article, and then now that I read the article and you watch him, but he really does play the game at his speed. And I think that when you look at the big stars, they do. Like Sidney is not always churning his legs really fast, Connor McDavid is not, he doesn't exactly. I mean, all these guys, they don't have, they play at their speed, and they know that part of the game is to not always be going in 5th gear. Sometimes you got to go in 3rd gear to make the right play. And to
the same thing,
Absolutely. So,
but it's fun. It's a lot of fun watching him. So and every time he has the puck, and obviously, just to your point, where he slows the game down, and he'll do the cut around, like spin back around, then hit the trailer. And I mean, it's like all vintage Panarin, and it's probably the most exciting, honestly, the most exciting Rangers hockey I've seen in quite some time.
It really is, man. A
guy who misses Panarin is Kane. I mean, that he loved playing with Panarin.
Yeah.
And then, the contracts, and you move on, and you wind up freaking Columbus. I mean, I went to a Caps game last year in Columbus, and I'm like literally you land at the airport, and then you show up in a city with like a couple high-rise buildings, and there's a great little downtown area, but that's it. I mean, the next biggest thing is you got to get to the football stadium for the Buckeyes.
Sure.
That's all that's in town, except for Highway. It's like it. And Chili. I'm sorry. There you go. So,
Skyline Chili, right?
Oh yeah, it was good. I had some by my hotel when it was on a job site. It wasn't bad. Yeah.
Never tried.
You got to know Panarin's got to be happy where he's at. I mean, it's like big lights, big stage.
That's it.
Yeah, huge Russian community in New York.
Brighton Beach. Yeah, for sure. That's what I was.
I mean, Kovalev, all those guys loved it there. So
nice paycheck. Nice.
Can't beat the paycheck. Listen, let's be honest. Also, can't beat a team that's not afraid to spend money.
The Rangers have never worried about spending money.
Never. The only thing that's restricted the Rangers from spending money is the limitation on how much they could spend.
Yeah.
They would pull the Yankees up the team. They would bring anybody and everybody. But I was trying to think.
It'd be like the old Red Wings teams, man, when they had Hull and Shanahan and Hostek and all those guys that won a cup that year. They kept bringing in everybody. It was like a freaking Hall of Fame team.
Right.
Go back and look at that Detroit roster. I forget what year it was, but it's crazy.
Let me look at that. Was it 96? Because 95 they lost.
No. It was later, wasn't it? Wasn't it? Because they won 97 and 98. They beat us in 98. But I thought it was when Hasek came over, because those were the Osgood years.
Oh yeah, okay. Let's see. So
the back-to-backs, and then wasn't that more like towards the 2000s because you had Dallas beat Hasek with the foot in the crease when that was a stupid rule, and
2002 wings over.
Early 2000s, yeah.
Let's see what that roster looked like.
Dude, the roster was ridiculous. I mean, what was it? Shanahan, you had the Russians, you had Yzerman, you brought in Hall, you brought in Hasek, you had did you have Chelios on that roster?
These are just the top scoring players in the playoffs that year.
It's crazy.
23 points for Steve Yzerman, 19 points for Brendan Shanahan, 19 points for Sergei Fedorov, Brett Hall, 15 points, Nick Lidstrom, 16 points. I mean, you don't even need to mention anybody else.
Yeah.
So keep going. Brett Hall.
That's just the so this is just the statistics. So I skipped over. I'm trying to find their full now that I know their.
Who'd you skip over? Somebody else's first line winger? Yeah, that's probably what you did. Played on their third line? Yeah, that's great.
No, I play. Let's see. So the chart I was looking at was here. I'll just share it up on the screen. Let me stop.
And the crazy thing was those years it was the Detroit Colorado thing, and it was like they had and like a lot of the years it was Colorado getting through, and that was the year Detroit finally got through.
Yeah, there you go, right there. So Peter Forsberg got 26 points, Steve Yzerman 23, Static, Gary Roberts is up there, Ron Francis, Alan McCauley. Trying to find these 2002 Detroit Red Wings roster.
They're there across the top there. I forgot about Robitaille.
Yep. All right. Let's see. Roster. Where'd their roster go? Okay, here we go. Manny Legace.
He never got off the bench. Give me a break.
Never. Dominic Hasek.
And Yuri Fisher before he had the heart condition. I mean, he was like what was he like 6'4"?
Right.
Freaking monster on the blue line.
Eugene, Yuri Slager. Shanahan, Hull, Kirk Maltby, Luke Robitaille.
I forgot about Robitaille.
Sean Avery. What?
Yeah, Avery was there.
Lariano, Datsuk, Yzerman, Chris Draper, Fedorov. Gee.
And that was probably Datsuk's rookie year because I know Hull loved playing with Datsuk.
That's crazy.
Wow.
And that Hull loved playing with Datsuk. That was probably his rookie year or maybe his second year.
I think it was.
Was a rookie.
01 was his let's see, was it 2000, 2001? Trying to scan.
I feel old if he's like what I think he just said 42. I'm like, crap, we've seen his whole career.
He's 42 years old.
Jesus, man.
I mean, I'll be 39 in December. That's why a lot of these guys, like I was really able to retain a lot of it early on, just because of the access to players and everything. But I remember that old game and the players. I just don't remember watching them play all that much. And that's when we were talking before, when we were talking about that series, the series that your teams had with the Islanders in 92, 93. I was at the game when Dale Hunter just the most disgusting thing ever. And I'll tell you what, dude, like
stupid. That was the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
The worst thing ever. And seriously, man, like I mean, let's see. So that was 92, 93.
An Islander fan. I mean, he went through the roof.
Well, until Pertuzzi showed up and did his stupid stuff, that was probably one of the dumbest things I've ever seen.
11 and a half years old, and we were in the Zamboni door of the Nassau Coliseum waiting for the series to be over because that was the last game of the series so that we could get the Caps gear into my dad's van, get up to the airport, get everybody there in one piece, make them happy enough to unload the stick bag in the van. So I had some new twigs for the summertime for roller hockey, and that was a great night. But before we got to that point, we're standing there and I'm watching, and the place goes from euphoria of a goal to just like I've never, ever in my life heard louder boos than I was. Dude, I was like terrified. I was really literally terrified.
You almost didn't make it to your you're saying.
I was at I think it was Game 6 in the '93 series with Pittsburgh. And the game, they kept going back and forth. I think it was like 7-6, or I forget what the score was, but that was an insane game. And we had like a booster club of like 200 Pittsburgh fans sitting around us. And like the noise decibel in would definitely, like, I don't have a word for it. It was insanely loud, but I can imagine what you heard when that happened.
Dude,
That's crazy. That'd be nuts.
Trying to pull the clip.
Loudest arena I've ever been in, for sure.
I got to go. I took my brother and I took my mom up for her 75th birthday. We took her up to the Caps Islanders game. I think it was last year in 19, and that was a lot of fun. But the reason why we wanted to go was we actually went to the old Long Island, the old Nassau, or whatever, the Lotto Live or whatever that's called now. But
NYCB Live.
Thank you. There you go. Thank you. That's a good plug. There you go. So, anyways, and like a year or two earlier than that, we went to the last Caps game at the Joe. So my brother and I started trying to hit the older rinks before they shut down. So that was pretty cool too. So that was fun. So we've done a few fun trips.
Well, if anybody is watching the stream right now, hello, yo. Thanks for jumping on. Thanks for the really quick.
Hit that subscribe button and smash that like button and do that.
But I found the clip. In case anybody is wondering what this was all about.
You got to follow the Twitch on that, like to smash the subscribe button. You got to follow.
And me.
That's my little nephew. I'll stream from the PlayStation to YouTube with Fortnite. And one night we were playing, and he's like, Brian. I'm like, what? He's like, you got to tell the people. I was like, tell the people what, Andrew? He's like, you got to tell the people.
Hit that subscribe button and smash that like button and do that.
And then me and my wife looked at each other like, did he just say that? And then yep. Thank God I had a video of that. I was able to pull the.
You need to follow the Twitch button. That's what you need next.
Okay, I'll look for that. I'm gonna jot that down while everybody's watching. So you know what we're talking about.
Oh,
this
God, yeah.
1992, 1993. This was the second round. Yes, it was the second round because they played.
Because the Caps never got out of the second round until freaking 2018. So it's got to be the second round.
This was the first round. Because they played the Caps the first round, and then they played the Penguins the second round.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, second round. And then they played Montreal.
Yeah, they played Montreal in the conference final, and then Montreal went on to win. Yeah. But anyway, the series was just about over, and
the puck around the board. Williams fifth. The crowd started to sing. It may be a little early.
We got Billy Smith in goal.
That's Glenn Healy.
Right?
Can we say a quick amen and thank you for sound and audio quality and video quality coming light years from where we were in 1993?
Premature Washington Capitals.
Here it comes.
Rick Tavarashi, right?
Yeah, maybe.
You can hear the sound shift from what?
Yeah, that's Beaupre in goal. That was Donnie Beaupre.
Oh, Beaupre. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Don Beaupre was in net for the Caps.
I'm surprised afraid he doesn't have a cigarette hanging out of his freaking mouth.
That was a huge fan.
Here's another one though. Where let me see if I can find I want to get the replay.
There's Kristich.
Oh, here it was, right here. Dirty.
That was horrible, dude. Didn't he collarbone, right?
Oh, man.
It was horrendous, man.
Just dirty. And then he turned around knowing that it was coming after him. What a dirt.
Hey, look how small the goalie pads were.
Dude, the best part was the explanation afterwards when he's getting interviewed by the media. He's like, "Oh, I didn't hear the goal horn go off. I didn't hear a whistle. I didn't know a goal was scored. I just followed the play, followed my check."
Give me a break on that. I don't believe it. God.
It sounds like 1980s hockey, man. Come on now. It's all right.
Oh, why did my Facebook page get up there?
Sweet, man. We see all those private contacts. Watch out.
Oh, watch out for that.
What Brian's actually doing in his spare time. Watch out. Come on now.
No, I'm trying to track who's watching and trying to keep track of the stats and all that junk.
And we're taking down memory lane.
Popped up yet? So.
What's that, Ron?
Huh? We're taking down memory lane, and you're trying to track all your stuff. It's great.
No, it's all right. Usually in the intermission, I get up and take a walk and just stretch my legs. But I figure since it's the last one and we're having good convo, I've been waiting all day for someone to jump on with me, and now I'm finally got a group going. So
he's like, I can't leave this. We'll never come back. It's great.
Right? I'm not a fan of that one. I can do that. Yeah, that's.
Whoa! There you go.
with all these toys over here. So, are we getting ready to go back to ice now? Is it?
Yeah, we got Coors Light and Domino's coming on, so we got to be, I guess.
Here we go. Look at this. We got a game 2-2 going into the third period. The Canadiens and Penguins. Shots on goal are at 26 for the Penguins. Habs turned it around. They got 13 in the second for 19 total.
I thought the beginning of the second, the Habs carried it, and then they got that goal, and it kind of just shifted it again. So the third period should be pretty good here. We'll see who gets
should be good
here. So
now overtime rules is it a 10-minute 5-on-5 or 4-on-4?
It's playoff rules for these games.
I thought qualifying round. Oh yeah, for qualifying round robin.
Round robin, it's 5-minute 3-on-3. It's like regular season. So
right.
And then the tiebreakers. The good thing for the Bruins and Tampa and all that stuff, the tiebreakers go to them. So, like I said, if anybody cares about seeding and whatnot, so it's all right. So, I still don't know how I feel about it. At least my concern was like the Caps weren't going to play any games, and I'm like, we're going to come into it flat-footed after a team played a 5-game series is freaking flying, and we're going to be out in like 3, not 4. Crap, the Caps just give up. So at least we're playing some games. So
yeah.
I picked up Bill's comment about Stevens.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, we got one?
Yeah, almost.
Oh.
Didn't miss it by much.
What's your time? Where are you at, Ron? I'm at 1930, 29.
I must be a tick behind you. They just
I'm up to 1930, yeah.
Yeah, I must be a tick behind you, I guess.
Kevin Stevens. I almost went to go grab more artifacts. I went to grab the Rangers Stanley Cup banner, but I've got my my original white Capitals home sweater.
Oh, nice.
With the with the old embroidery and the stars around the waist.
Rich is gonna like this. Rich, look up in the middle here. I don't know if you can see him or not. Sid's up there. Obi's big head's in the way, but Sid's.
I was a big Kevin Hatcher fan. Mario will tell you about that. Huge Hatcher fan.
My brother, every Christmas, Bernie, he'd get me one. So I've got all kinds of weird. I got a Gretzky Team Canada 1987. There's all kinds of those McFarlanes up there.
Nice.
So.
Yeah, I cracked open my original Iron City Light 92.
We're all dating ourselves here. Crap. So.
Yeah, the Iron City Light from 92 Cup run, and I cracked that open 2016.
Nice. Some vintage Pittsburgh right there.
Not too good. Power play's on. What do you guys got on the power play clock?
Yeah, I'm on the power play. 1907. I'll tell you when the puck drops.
Yeah, let me know.
Dropped. 06, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, stopped at 2. Sydney's down.
Oh, crap. What happened? Oh, he's not too thrilled.
He's not thrilled, but he's up. And who's 8? Who's 8 on the
I don't even know.
Dumoulin.
No, 8 for it's Sherrod.
Yeah, Sherrod. Chariot. Yeah, Sherrod. Hey, he got him up high. That was a high hit.
It rode right up.
A 2-man advance. Oh, see, now this is where the Habs have it fall apart.
Yeah.
Or hopefully not have it fall apart.
What did y'all see? Freaking Reeves' hit in the Vegas exhibition game. Freaking caught the guy in the head.
No.
Is that shocking? I'll get PG for your stream, but man, that dude's. Oh man,
he is.
We got a timeout here. It looks like Pittsburgh called the timeout. They have a 2-man advantage here for.
So he's reining him in.
Yeah.
It's got to be over a minute here because it was 1:37 at 19:03. So then they played a little bit more. So you probably got
about a minute 25.
$1.10, $1.15 at least. Yeah.
Hey, don't forget up on the screen tomorrow's feeds. Tomorrow's live stream, watching together with Hockey Now. We'll come on at 2:45 before the Flyers Bruins game. That's a nationally televised game on NBC at 3:00, and then the tomorrow night we'll do the Blue Jackets and Toronto Maple Leafs.
Oh, is that another penalty? You fired it off the ref. God, you don't want to get by anything Weber shoots. God.
Yeah, really.
Dude, that dude like does like a little flip, and man, it's probably coming about 90.
Yeah, Man Mountain.
He looks hurt.
He's like, well, that sucks. I'm not gonna be able to walk back to the bubble tonight.
I'll shake it off. Letang's in control of the puck, moves it to Gino on the other post.
The talent out here is scary right now, dude. I mean, it's like.
And let's be honest. Let's also give Shea Weber and Carey Price some.
That's what I'm saying. The two teams, the talent. I mean, you're talking all stars on each side here. It's good to see Weber healthy again. He had all those injury issues coming out of Nashville over to Montreal.
Yep,
it's good for the game. Oh, they're working it in.
Oh,
God, if that's my team, I'm like, Rich is like, get it on goal. Jeez.
Oh.
That went on goal.
Blogger save.
What do you guys got? About 33, 32, 31 left on the count?
Yep, we're right about the same time.
Yeah.
Oh. Still in.
Oh. That was a tricky stick right there.
Then somebody two hands a guy. Jeez.
Canadians clear the zone.
Still got something.
I know most of you are watching the game, so you don't need the play-by-play, but there are some that are listening to the feed, so I'm trying to give a little play-by-play practice. Surprise, guys, I'm trying to get into a career of hockey play-by-play.
Sweet. You can go do the Solar Bears games, man. Sorry.
Yeah. Hey, Jesse Liebman, come on, why can't you just play the sound effect?
How about that?
Jesse Liebman, our play-by-play guy here in Orlando, is pretty damn good. We've had, between him and Bob Mills, we've had some awesome play guys.
Yeah, Price was able to see that one all the way. They didn't have anybody in front.
I'll be honest, I thought about doing play-by-play at one point. I just didn't think I could do it and follow fast enough because I'm too frantic with it. But I was kind of faux play-by-play for the third period of the Islander game, and I actually kind of enjoyed it.
That's a big kill right there. Well, I don't think when you're doing play-by-play, especially with TV, I mean, Doc Emmerich tells stories the whole damn time he's on, and Olczyk has to rein him back in.
Right.
It's like on another level with the way he interjects.
Yeah.
And
I enjoy it. I enjoy Doc. I mean, it's not horrible. But.
I used to love when he was in Jersey.
Yeah.
I love watching all of Jersey's games just because of that. So.
No, it's something like of a dying breed because now you get younger play-by-play guys, and it's like it's all about the game. It's there's nothing else, and Doc's got all his little. Oh, that's a penalty right there. Yeah, he whacked it out of midair over the net, over the glass. I guess there's no net.
There's no net there. Yeah.
Yeah. They said the net just out of habit, but.
That's big for the Habs right now. This is huge.
I hate
that. Pittsburgh smacking pucks out of.
I hate that rule. Sorry. It should be shooting the puck, not on. I mean, I get these guys are talented and they can juggle in sleep, but that I don't. I mean, it is what it is. If it's off the stick, it's swatted, it goes out. I get it.
Twice in what game was that? Game 6 against you guys.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you see it all the time. I mean, it's
and I can't remember who were the other players. They actually did 3 times in the game, which was like an unheard of thing.
What wasn't it like 2 in a row? I mean, I think it was like the second period, something like that, and it was like there was a shot out and like a whack out.
Yeah, I don't know if it was Ron Hainsey or I can't remember. I one for sure.
I remember what you're saying. It was the weirdest thing. It's like, holy crap. I think the captain in the third period or something like that too. It was like all these delay games. I'm like, and half the time the guys aren't even under pressure. It just kind of rolls, or the ice is crappy during the summer, and it is what it is. I mean,
crazy.
Bill said it was 3 times.
It was 3 times, right? Yeah.
Bill's gonna give you 3 Mike Langs for it. Watch out. Come on, Billy.
Nothing going on with this.
He's got to save his Mike Langs for the goals. So
yeah, for real.
Yeah. You got plenty, Mike. That's 3 in a row. I lost count, man. I'm getting old. Crap. I'm not as young as Brian. Come on.
What? 39. I'm nearly on the doorstep of 39. I'm old.
Yeah, no, I'm up there. Don't worry about it. I'm feel like it. Yeah, it's all right.
Well, that's a way to squander some momentum right there for the Habs if they're,
Yeah.
you know, the big kill, and then you get an opportunity for a blast.
Big shot wide, go figure. Put it wide, guys. Everybody's trying to pick a corner.
I don't think I'm going to stream through it, not for tonight. I'm hoping that the series goes the length to cover the games, but any thoughts about Jets Flames? Any interest in that? There you go.
I was Rich. I wasn't sure if you guys. It's a West. Like, I mean, it's saying for us. I mean, but the thing is, looking at it, I think Hellebuck looked really good in the exhibition game. I watched like a period of that the other night, and I think. But then again, Calgary. I mean, weren't they like the top seed last year, or like?
Yeah, we're one of the teams that went out early.
They're good. They're a good hockey team. They're solid throughout. They got Johnny Hockey there, Goudreau. I mean, I think it's gonna be a great series. But I like the Jets. If Laine can get his crap together, even though he was a lot of shape coming into the Phase 3 camp, I think the Jets should get through just because of Hellebuck. I think they got the edge in goaltending. So
yeah, it would come down to Hellebuck. That's for sure.
We got a penalty. Yeah.
Another one coming here. Oh,
yeah. Yeah, I think that's the.
I hope Johnny Hockey gets out of there. That's the hardest part about some of these, and it's really unfair for me to say. It's because then, you know, and I mean, really, I'm talking to Walt when I talk about this because he's West Coast. You know, the West Coast fans they experience the game differently than the way we do. But you know, like I want to see them at 7 p.m. I don't want to. I'll stay up till 10:30 at night, but that's the reason a lot of these guys that they just don't get their due. Like there's plenty of people who have no idea who Johnny Gaudreau is, and he is arguably one of the most talented guys in the league, and it's just because they don't get him on TV enough.
You get to see him during the All-Star game and the skills competition. That's the only time you get to see him. Until he comes to your town for the one time. And to be honest with you, now with the schedule and the amount of teams, you don't get every team in your town every year. So
like once or twice with that.
I mean, I feel fortunate to get you get the Pens twice a year for the Caps. You get the Rangers in, you get Hank. I mean, you get the East teams in normally at least once a year. You know, even from the other division. So you get Tampa at least once or twice at home. There's normally 2 games there.
Opposite conference is 1 home, 1 away. Other division in your conference, there's 3 games, and you alternate who the 2 and 1. And then interdivision is 5 games, and you alternate the 3 and 2 every year. I believe
there's a couple of teams from the West that I don't think the Caps had on their schedule at home this year. I thought there was some. It's like an odd set of teams.
A month and a half of the season got nixed off. They were supposed to be there on March 20th.
Well, that too. Hey, you're getting your season now, man. It's all right.
That's true.
You're just missing a few teams. It's all right. You're missing Seattle. It's okay. The Kraken. There you go.
What do you think of the Kraken? What do you think of that? What do you think of all that?
Dude, I thought the logo was pretty sweet. It's really. I'm a big fan of I love the fact that Pittsburgh brought back the old jerseys. I love the gold on the arms and the skating penguin. I don't know what you guys had with that futuristic stuff for a while, but that kind of went out your hair, I guess.
Very nice futuristic, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. Bill made a comment. Got to wonder if the NHL will expand to 84 games, but I don't think they're going to expand.
It wouldn't be a bad idea because, like I said, it kind of gets the schedule and flow with like what we have 32 teams then, so it kind of makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, actually, it does because you'd have to add 1 home, 1 away.
Yep.
But I don't know.
Whether or not they will or not, that's a whole nother. You got to go talk to the Players Association and their lawyers and then their wives of their lawyers and to get it worked out, to get anything worked out. So, I mean, crap, the NFL is talking about doing away with, not just because of the virus. I mean, God, they're talking about doing away with preseason games and the schedule or making the schedule longer. And then there's so many things involved, like sponsor dollars and players. I mean, like, dude, everybody gets hurt in the preseason anyways in football. Like that.
True story.
That's ridiculous. I was like, God, too much money in football. I tell you, there's a lot of money there.
In football?
No, dude, yeah. I mean, their television contract is ridiculous. I mean, people are falling over each other to get it. I mean,
I don't know how they're going to be able to start a season. I just don't know how they're going to be able to.
if you can be in a bubble like this, but you're going to really play all the football games like frickin' from like what 9 o'clock in the morning like tonight? No.
And then you're not going to play back-to-back games. You're not going to, you know. And where are you going to find a facility that has 5 operational fields, or the number of fields?
Disney World, man, Disney World. You turn the soccer field to the fucking football field. Watch out. You can do anything in Disney.
Oh, Gino right in front.
Close.
Hit as he goes down. I think that if the NBA is successful at Disney, like they will be, and this continues to be successful, I think that if baseball has to call off their season, they're just going to stop and wait for the NBA and for the NBA to finish at Disney and the MLS, and they're going to go to Disney with their tournament because they have
baseball and softball fields down there. Watch. Sorry.
They have 5 on the Disney campus. The ESPN Wide World of Sports. They have numerous fields, obviously, but they have 5. Well, they have 4 professional fields that are in like in the circle where they all face the same way and they all face out. So they have 4 professional size fields.
That was a good shot.
All in one spot, and then they have the stadium where the Braves play their preseason, not preseason. What do they call it? Spring training. So it is a preseason. You have 5 fields, and there's 30 teams in baseball.
It's around there, 30, 32, something. I forget how many. Yeah,
you're talking about five fields, and you can run 3 games a day if you go noon, 4, and 8. You don't have to worry about maintaining the field as much as you do like with hockey, where you need to maintain, the integrity of the ice. So you could have 5 games going at the same time 3 times a day. That's 15 games. That's 30 teams. You can make it work. I just think it's stupid that they're trying to.
Shea Weber on a breakaway. What's going on in 2020? Jeez.
Yeah, right?
I looked up. I was like, "There's no way Weber's making that puck."
That's another one there, Jeff. Jeff asking if they're
Weber had a better shot back at the point when he got back to the point than he did on that breakaway.
Yeah, and the NFL is going to try to have fans in there,
which is crazy. And they're going to try to split them up and all that. That's like the third time I've seen the pink screen today. I mean, what's going on with that? I'm waiting for the pink screen.
What's your clock say?
I got 10:41, 40, 39.
Like 10 seconds.
I'm a second behind.
Okay, cool.
Down. I don't know. Montreal's done a really good job of keeping them out of the middle again. It's all board play.
And that Montreal's got to keep it there because you get Pittsburgh skill, like kind of let them dance around a little bit, man. It's gonna be
There's a first period. The first period it would have been called, and it wasn't called just now.
There's an exhibition game call right there. So no,
Coming up on 10 minutes, I'm going to throw the sync up here so that we can sync you up for 4, 3, 2, 1. 10 minutes on the clock, and we are in sync.
You're doing good this game, man. You got all into the Ranger game. You just forgot about the clock. It was like 7.5. He's like, damn it, I meant to do the 10. It's all right.
I did get kind of into it, and I'm trying not to. Like, I don't want to be, Homer broadcaster or Homer. It's not broadcasting; it's live streaming, so I can really do whatever the hell I want.
It's fine, dude. I was rooting along with you. I was like, I had a good laugh when you're like, oh, I forgot that. I was like, I might even type that. I was like, you're supposed to forget about that. You're into your team. It's all right. So.
It helped me for the first one to have, the Rangers to follow, so I knew that I would be into it. I was kind of nervous that this would work or not, but. It's fun. I appreciate you guys jumping on for a little bit, and
it happened.
It's cool. It sucks that I'd love to be sitting in my living room with a bunch of friends or somewhere watching, but we can't. So this was the next best thing. And I know it's a pain in the ass to sync it up, but at least you know where I'm at. If you want to put the effort into hitting pause and hitting play, then you do that. And if you don't care, then that's fine too.
Yeah.
God knows we've all become accustomed to having game events spoiled for us with alerts, right? Like that was my favorite thing about my dad, and he died knowing how frustrated I was with him every time he did it. But he's watching on live cable in the New York City area, and he's seeing things like before they even happen in the game. And he's sending me a text, "Ooh, what a shot." And I was like, "What shot?" And I look up, and there's the goal. And I'm like, Son of a bitch.
That's my mother-in-law. For some reason in Salisbury, Maryland, she has, like, we're watching the Nats or something like that last year during the playoff run, and she's like, yeah, go. I'm like, what the hell? I mean, there it goes, like 3 seconds later. I'm like, I tell my wife, hang up the phone, turn off the speaker, or go upstairs. I was like, crap, man, I'm trying to enjoy this. I was like, this hasn't happened in my lifetime, and you're killing me here. It's all right.
Yep. Oh man, we were talking. Me and Rich were talking about. We were talking about the Flyers earlier, right? With Carter Hart. Were you on with us already, Ron? When we were talking about that?
Yeah, I was sending messages, but I the Carter Hart thing, I threw up in the chat. It's amazing his splits. Have you seen his home and road splits? Like the home is like 23-4-2, if I'm not mistaken, at home, and the road is like 4-10-1. His home record versus road record. And now all the games are on the road now, which it'll be interesting. I mean, but it's weird. Normally you get a split and you're like, maybe you're 500 on the road and you're like a couple games above, or maybe you're like 10 games above at home. But his splits were so staggering. I don't know what the home and road was. Maybe it's the team played better. Maybe it was the last change. I mean, who knows? But
he's pretty consistent.
That's staggering.
Game in, game out. Like I very rarely do you see like it's common with goaltenders. You have a bad game, you got to bounce back into it, or take a few games. But he's I think one of the easily top 5. Like he's just so consistent every game.
Yeah.
I guess it's at least the coaching staff or the preparation going into it, and then also the mindset that he has. But
yeah, he's bred for it, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, the crazy thing is, you see like 11 losses in 15 games on the road, and then in 28 games at home, 3 wins. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, that's really a weird split. They're talking about it on the on XM Sirius XM Hockey. Like I was driving around for work the other day, and I'm like, I was blown away by the splits. It was crazy. I'm like, I can't remember a split like that home the road ever, so we'll see what they get here. So he was also struggling with the injury before they came here too. I know Hart was a little dinged up, so I think
forget about all the guys that had injuries just because they think they're healed by now.
No, Hart actually had back spasms, I think, in camp, in the phase 3 camp.
Right. I remember reading.
He rebounded pretty quickly after that.
Yeah, pretty cool. I mean, he's a young guy. God, I hope so. I get back spasms. I'm not getting out of bed.
Yeah, I had a little bit of a kink in my neck last night, and I thought I was gonna be screwed for today.
I thought you had the kink in the neck when you reach for your battery hanging up high off the air duct or something.
I got it hanging in my closet. I don't show it to anybody. It's just I don't need to gloat about it. I know it's there.
What are you talking about? I got mine in my closet. I'm sitting.
I know this happened. I know it happened. I was there for it. I was there. I know it happened.
Oh man.
Crazy. I mean, that was just the most amazing thing I ever saw in my life, as I'm sure you can both imagine.
In 2018, my daughter actually had. In March, she actually had a heart issue. She was 13 at the time.
Oh, wow.
Pretty scary time. And it was right before the outdoor game when they wore the Navy jerseys. And we were going to go to the game, and we found out, we thought she had we thought she had strep throat or something. We went to a Minute Clinic at a CVS here, which is like, the pharmacy store. You go back, you talk to someone in the little room, and she was like, I'm hearing something. By the end of the week, we were at Inova Fairfax in the Heart Center, and they had her hooked up like a car battery, and it was crazy. And it was wild. So, and then she wound up having a heart surgery the day after game 1, a 4-hour procedure to get an ablation in her heart, which was wild.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was crazy. And we always sit there and say the Caps have never lost once they fixed Paige's heart, and she's got such a big heart, and she loves her Caps. And my mom got diagnosed with cancer in that March, and wow. My mom had surgery 2 days after the parade, and she always said, hey, if they ever win the cup, I'm going to go down for the parade. And her doctor didn't let her she had breast cancer, so she had a surgery at the age of 73, I guess. So wow. We had a lot of personal stuff, and it was such a cool deal when they won the cup. It was just it gave us a distraction every other night, and it just it meant a little bit more, So so my daughter and I actually got to sit in Leonce's box. He caught wind of the story, and I make books. And Brian, I'll send you a few pictures of the books I make. But
yeah.
But I made a book, and we gave it to Ted. And normally people are asking him for stuff, so he actually pulled us in the second period of the game that Trotz came back in January of 19. So we actually got to sit in the owner's box for 2 periods of the game. It was pretty cool. And
nice.
Paige was like the little guest of honor. It was pretty neat stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's special.
But it was a crazy story. Sorry, everybody in your feed. It's all right.
No, please, no.
Let's watch hockey, baby. Come on.
It's all right. I was just I didn't mean to giggle when I was I
was watching the game, man. I was telling my story. I wasn't watching you, man. It's all right.
No, I was Sam posted up here that Montreal has to lose to get Alexei Lafreniere. So that's where
Sam, turn off the game then. Turn off the game. It's all right. You're gonna want him to win. It's all right.
No. I know they want to see him win, but I think I sympathize with Sylvain because he talks a lot about like the ownership and the GM and the management of the Canadiens. And when you look at what they've done versus what he says, everything he's saying is true. And they just I understand it. It's a traditional hockey market, French Canadian, yada, yada, yada. But it doesn't mean that you automatically win hockey games because you stay true to French Canadian traditions. It's 2020. You got to adapt. You got to, I'm excited to see Kokaniemi get a goal. I'm excited to see Nick Suzuki get a goal. I'm excited to see their young guys do it because one guy that's on the ice right now for them who was highly touted, 92, Jonathan Drouin, he's not really, I'm not saying he's flop yet, but we're kind of close to flop territory.
For where he was touted down in Tampa before he went, he's starting to get he's not that star player that they had hoped for when they made that deal. And of course, you get up to Montreal, and there's got to be a ton of pressure. Like if you go to Toronto, Marner just signed that big contract for Toronto. Any of the Canadian countries with the original six heritage got to be crazy. So
absolutely.
Kessel was the perfect example of that, playing up in Toronto, and then finally allowing him to do his thing in Pittsburgh.
Well, and plus, like I said, he wasn't relied on, and now he's up in he's in Arizona, and he's kind of relied on, and he's doing well, but like I said, you think of the lines that Pittsburgh rolled out when they win their cups. Kessel's playing on the second or third line some nights. Dude's an all-star. He's got a great shot. His sister's got a great friggin' shot. It must be in the bloodlines, I guess. But
wait, who? Kessel?
Yeah.
Sister.
Yeah, we had
right?
Blake Kessel down here with the Solar Bears for last year too. Again, a bomb of a shot. A huge shot.
I'm telling you, man. Mom and Dad probably got a good shot. Grandma's probably got a good shot too. Sorry.
Here comes Gallagher. Brendan Gallagher.
I'm sorry for everybody that was saying it was going to be probably sloppy play, and on XM you heard that and all that, and dude, the games have been great. The exhibition games are pretty good, but these games today have been really, really good.
It's August 1st, and we're sitting in front of our TV all day watching hockey, and they're not wearing rollerblades. Off the bat is a perfect. A plate to watch, but man, goalies wear masks, so should you. I love it. I do. I'm not saying I have no problem with sports crossing over into society. I just don't because it's.
Dude, I'm gonna send you a mask that says that.
What?
Hockey goalies wear masks, so should you, and you can wear it out. Sorry.
Dude, where is my? I don't have my.
Where's your Ranger mask? I saw the picture of it.
It's in the other room. It's pretty sick though. It
looked great. It looked like they just cut a piece of the freaking jersey.
That's what they did basically. It's the company AK, which is Athletic Knit.
Yeah.
Yeah. They make all the ECHL jerseys. So they shifted like many others did to make masks, and they're excuse me, Pepsi burp.
They need more teams, man. They need more teams. They only got the 6, I think.
Well, they don't have the licensing for it. So the mask that I got was called the Lone Ranger. It wasn't the Ranger. But they have all the ECHL teams. They have a really badass Solar Bears mask on there. But it was like $25 for two of them, and they were very comfortable because the underneath was like a very light cotton, and then the outside is that mesh. So it was very comfortable, and kind of like I couldn't see myself wearing a mask with like a giant sports logo over my mouth. That just seems so like I just couldn't see myself. And if you guys have masks that have the big logos on there, I apologize. It's nothing personal, I promise.
I do. Sorry.
What do you have, the caps?
I got a buddy of mine got me a 3-pack of the Nats, and it actually has the Nats World Series, the one that the Nats did, which is pretty cool. RHI, baby, there you go.
RHI, New Jersey Rock and Rollers, baby.
Bullfrogs, baby. Come on.
Rock and Rollers jersey.
What's that?
I had a Rock and Rollers jersey.
That was one of the coolest jerseys with the musical notes.
Guy with the guitar on there and everything. Yeah.
Manon Rayon played up there.
You had the Bullfrogs out in California, man. They were a hot property for years.
Yep.
I actually played. They had a team out at the Laurel Ice House when the RHI was kind of dying down, and I would go to practices because I played a ton of roller hockey after my dad passed away. I was 9, so I started playing more roller hockey. We couldn't afford ice, so they always needed a goalie. So it's all right. So I go out there and play. So it's fun, man.
Yeah.
Those guys could skate and hockey stop on rollerblades. Like I'm like, great. I played goalie. I didn't have to worry about skating up and down.
That was fun. There's an awesome documentary on Amazon Prime about.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
Yeah.
For hockey in Germany.
What do we got time? 3:30?
Yep, 3:13, 3:12, 3:11, 3:10. Yeah, here it is. Let me share it.
Look at the TV, man. Jeez.
Oh! He sat on it. Yeah, here it is right here.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, it was really great. Like a great documentary. They covered the whole the founder and the whole sport, the whole league. That was a really awesome experience. We did my pop was involved with the Rock and Rollers when he was up here, and when he was in Jersey, and we were in Jersey. And then when I would come down in the summer, I would come and stick boy for the Orlando Roller Gators was the first name,
nice.
And then they turned into the Orlando Jackals.
All right.
So I stick boyed for them. The Jackals won the championship at Orlando Arena in 1995. So that was pretty cool to see. But it was a cool. Oh, we got a penalty shot here.
What? I thought. Here we go.
All right, Connor Sheary. Here we go.
Donald's helping us out. Thank you, Donald. We're talking all the time, man.
Oh, hold on, wait. I got the right sound effect for that. It's a too bad, Connor. Oh, you didn't even put it on net.
I'm telling you, dude, I hate that, man. These guys stop shooting for the man. Jesus.
Yeah. And definitely not pad low. Like if you're gonna go pads, if you're gonna go that low,
not on Price. You got to go upstairs.
Yeah, his legs are so quick. It's crazy.
You're not going to beat him down low.
Not at all. No way in hell.
The way you're beating Price down low is if you can pull him across and get it back across, but his stick's always That's the only way you're getting Price's 5-hole, and you're probably not going to get that.
Yeah, no.
You're not shooting the puck on him down low. Period. You're not. No.
Yeah, I don't know why. Like, and you're not even getting him. Well, I mean, he also made the mistake of coming in too like straight away. If he was coming a move like that, if you're coming across the slot, then maybe you got a shot and get it
outside on Price high.
Yeah, that's the only way to go against him.
You got to get the goalie moving. I mean, I hate the guys that come in super slow.
Yeah.
Like, Ovi kills me. I'm like, oh my God. I played goalie for years. A guy coming on a breakaway. And he just Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, see, that's the sloppy first game after 5 months play right there.
It was a nice little defensive play by 24, whoever it is of the Canadiens to dive and get that.
Oh, man. Here we go. We're getting down to the net.
Down low, man. Oh, ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. That was the post.
Yep.
That tipped off something.
Let me get you synced up here so you're following. It's 209 8 7 6 5 4 3 2 1. That's two.
Line, what's going on?
What the hell?
There's like 8 guys. It looked like the exhibition game when Pittsburgh had 10 guys on the ice at one time. What's the line changes, man? Jeez.
Oh my gosh. We got is it just a stoppage or a penalty coming?
I think we got a stoppage.
What the
There's
hell?
that pipe right here.
Oh.
Yeah, tipped. Yeah, at the last second.
Oh.
Yeah, I agree with you, Bill, on the ice conditions. I mean, granted, we're at the end of the third here, but
how can you tell on TV that the ice looks horrible?
Well, just keep your eye. It's bouncing like crazy. You know, it's hot in there, and it's probably not too good.
We're at.
I saw a sled dog.
40.
Sorry.
We've got 1:40 left here, Jeff. It's 2-2.
Speaking of weather and all that stuff, y'all hear one of the hub hotels lost air conditioning for a little while, I think, the other day?
No, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, no, they're one of the, I think it was Edmonton, and of course it's like 85, 90 degrees in both cities right now during the summer, and one of the hub hotels lost air conditioning for 4 or 5 hours.
Oh my God.
They're trying to get from behind the net. I'm telling you.
Qualifying round, playoff, overtime, game 1. Oh my God. Tell me this isn't good product. Tell me this isn't good.
Yeah, I bet you the people in Toronto, the sanitary guy that has to come spray the bench, like, thank God there's not another game tonight.
1 minute left here in the third period. It's 2-2, Canadiens and Penguins. And a stop.
That long all night. Canadiens and Penguins.
Canadien and Penguin.
Nice. A French penguin. Watch that.
Oh, man. The other game is actually on already. We'll be able to switch over.
I just checked that. Calgary and Winnipeg.
We got a Winnipeg power play here. No score.
Just don't pass it to Line, man. He's out of shape.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, there's Sid.
Oh, here it comes. Kind of almost handcuffed him there, man. That pass had some zip on it.
Did that go out?
Yeah, they're saying it deflected.
Yeah.
Referee or the referee's applauding the play. One or the other.
Wow.
Jeez, man. I don't know. You saw Pittsburgh start storming back in the second period. I was like, man, they're good. And then you get that 5-on-3. You're thinking, God, you can. You even said it, you know?
Right?
Yeah, a little bit of wind out of the sails there.
Well, that's the thing. Then Pittsburgh kills off the power play right after the 5-on-3. Okay, they got it back, and it's a freaking seesaw tonight, man. Jeez.
Where we got puck looking like it was sticking on the rush. All right.
Lifted into the zone here. Aston Reese back to get it.
No ice.
15 seconds left, Jeff Ning. I know you're counting on me to do your PBT for you. But it looks like
handles to Dumoulin. There you go. And kill it off. There you go.
We are going to overtime.
Freaking overtime.
Overtime.
I'm going to pause my camera. I'm going to go to the restroom, man, if you're going to take a break. But I'll come back for the overtime. This is fun.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I'm going to do the same. We didn't take a break last intermission, so I'm going to stretch my legs for a few.
And we talk 1990s playoff hockey, cheap shots.
I know. I'm all about it. I'm going to, if you want to just leave the feed on, I'll just remove you from it and stay in the virtual studio. When we come back, then we'll do the thing up.
That'll work, yep.
All right, cool. So just I'll put the game cast up here from I'll put the game cast up from the other game that's running right now. We're looking at overtime. Overtime. I can't believe that. I can't believe we're gonna have overtime here. Where's the game center? Overtime in day one. We're just going to step off for a minute. I'm going to stretch my legs. You should definitely think about doing the same. And then make sure that you tell all your friends that you're going to be watching together with Hockey Now.
Hit that subscribe button and smash that like button and do that.
In the words of my nephew Andrew, do that. It's Hockey Now Network, watching together. Thank you for hanging. Tell a friend. We'll be back. We'll watch overtime together. All right, overtime time. Who is ready for overtime time?
Dale Weiss.
Ron is ready. Rich, we're waiting for his re-arrival. We'll get rid of that.
I went and got the old threads, Brian.
I see that, man.
This thing right here, all stitched.
Wow.
That's it. And here you go. This is the best part. Where is it? No, this shoulder. Whose signature is that?
Is that Jim Carrey? Wow.
Net Detective, man. Come on. He was hot for like 10 minutes here in DC. Come on.
Net Detective. I know he was.
He only wore, the only season he wore this jersey was his Vezina year. He's able to do the blue, bronze, and black crap. So
here we go. Overtime. We have officially reached playoff hockey. We are in overtime right now as we speak.
I told people I didn't miss hockey that much, man, but now we're in overtime. I'm like, I really missed hockey. God. I think I was in denial.
Just to make sure everyone is synced, I'm at 19 minutes 40 Oh, it was over right there.
I don't even think Price stopped that. It might have been the D.
Oh, right on the door. Carey gloving it. Wow, what a start.
Holy crap.
What a start. Sheesh. It's 1-0 Jets up in Edmonton. I was about to say up in Calgary, but that's about it.
Did we call that? The D-man took that.
The Shifley.
I saw that. I didn't see what happened to him, but I saw that he got injured.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Kachuk nailed him pretty good along the boards. I think he just clipped him low in his his knee. Yeah.
Oh, wow. That fucked.
Yeah. And so I think was it Kyle Connor who started? They started a scrap, so they got that out of the way. Oh, I'm watching a replay on it.
Are you?
Okay, I mean, why?
I can't watch any other game right now. We got overtime hockey right now. Overtime. I need to actually make a note right now because I need an overtime graphic.
And I love the they showed like overtime goal scores like they do every game, like for Pittsburgh and for Montreal. And Dale Weiss for Montreal, and Pittsburgh's got like half the roster. It shows how many playoff games Pittsburgh has played. Compared to Montreal over the last like 15 years, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm hard pressed to think Murray's going to come back for game 2. I know Sullivan. I mean, he's one of Sullivan's favorites, but he just seemed like he's really fighting the puck in this game a lot.
Maybe early, but like I said, I mean, I feel like he's settled in. I mean, I feel like the team is playing better too. I mean, this is their first game. I mean, everybody's. I mean, trust me, I know it's a quick one too, so you got to win it. I think you guys are so in the Jari though, man. It's like, man, it's just like, please put the guy in. It's all right.
He's proven himself this year.
I agree. He's been good. It's so hard with young goaltenders. I mean, I'm excited about Samsonov, and I mean, the Rangers have one, Pittsburgh's got one, but it's so hard to get excited about young goaltenders because, like you said, I mean, it's funny. I've got my Jim Carrey jersey on. He won the Vezina, and he was gone in like 3 years. It's like crazy, you know.
That was a flash in the pan. How long? How many years did he actually play?
Huh?
How many years was he actually playing?
They actually traded him after about 3.5 years, I think, or 4 years. They traded him for freaking, I think, with Jason Allison up to Boston. When that was the Oates deal, if I recall, and Tocchet, the Caps got back. I mean, it worked out. I mean, Oates was part of the team that went to the final in '98, which they had no business being in there, but they did. So,
yeah.
4 pens right in the middle there. Wow. Good pace so far.
Yeah.
Playoff hockey, I'll tell you what, dude. I have not watched a single minute of these games with any audio on, and you really can't tell that there's no fans there when you're not listening to the audio. I know that sounds silly and obvious, but
just like testing this out for yourself.
Just like it's just very. I mean, well, no. I mean, I'm not listening to the game now. I mean,
now, yeah, obviously, but I mean, did you try that at home just to see what just for? Who just went down?
You know what it looks like? Somebody said a good thing, and I don't know if we talked about it earlier, Brian, or if it was talked about, but it looks like the Stadium Series games where everybody's so far away from the rink.
Yeah. Because they got the seat coverings and just the aesthetic outside the rink right there.
Yeah, and the fans are so dumb far away. Like I said, this is what it reminds me of, and you don't get the fans until they. There you go.
Dun 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 dun.
Who me? Come on.
Hold on, wait. What is that? Dun, 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 dun. What is that called? Anybody know what that's called? Dun 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 dun.
Some kind of doomsday thing there, man, or something. I don't know.
It's one of the operas.
Yep. Is that part of Phantom? Maybe.
It might be. I have a feeling somebody will be able to stream. Somebody will know. I learned a long time ago in radio, if you pretend not to, or if you don't pretend to not know, and you just ask, somebody will tell you. And even if they're wrong, it'll guide you in the right direction.
This is a well-rounded stream you got going, Brian. I mean, we're even talking opera and overtime. I mean, it's pretty wild. Come on,
man. I'm sorry, and we got comments coming in. Let's see. Beethoven's
Opera Hour, baby. Opera Hour. Beethoven's nice. There it is.
There you go, Ning. I knew I could count on him.
What does he win? Come on now. He wins a Ranger mask from AK, right?
He doesn't want a Rangers mask. He's got his own thing, Drought. You'll learn. Everybody will get to meet Jeff Ning tomorrow night on the stream. Big Maple Leafs fan. Also, shout out Jeff Ning. Blue Line hockey tournaments using the cup.
Not the cup he wants, but he'll take that cup right now, I guess.
Not the cup either one of us wants. I got you. I got you, Ning.
See, there you go. The play on words. Watch out.
Yep.
You need to get Beethoven's Fifth as one of your sounds.
But that's my plan. That's why I'm writing these lists down.
I saw you writing. You were working hard there.
What's up, Jack? Thanks for jumping in, man. My nephew Andrew requests.
Hit that subscribe button and smash that like button.
Yes. All right. So here, back in.
God, just missing the mark. You know, one thing kills me about hockey in general is like nobody puts a guy in front of the net. The Islanders do, I think. I think Chicago was today. Even Taves was getting in front of the net. Like, the Caps kill me. I mean, if they put somebody in front of the net, nobody's going to see freaking Ovi's shot coming. They can't see it when they see it coming.
Right.
I guess nobody wants to stand in front of the net. I can't blame them on that. So.
Can't blame them for that. Definitely not.
But who wants to stand in front of anybody's shot? I mean, this one's coming here. Give it a second. Oh, he did bright. No, he's freaking.
No, Malkin. Off the heel.
Harry Potter with Draco or something like that. Oh.
Off the heel. Oh, Carey Swallow. Oh, Shea Weber.
Shay's a Dale Hunter right there.
After the whistle, that was not a Dale Hunter. That was not even a little bit of a Dale Hunter. I got to throw this. It's
not a Dale Hunter because he didn't score, man. Come on.
True story. 15-17 I've got on my game clock. Okay. 6 seconds left there.
It's not moving. That's why.
It's not moving. It is stopped. I'll let you know when play resumes here. 6 seconds left in the power play. And puck's down. Sid wins the draw back. Oh!
Right leg, Price.
Gino is taking it. He's looking to push.
I thought Gino was going to wind that thing up.
Yeah, I know. He passed the puck along. Sid's got it.
No first period penalties being called now, man. They're slashing and whacking and hacking and treating.
Cannot have it now.
No.
It's playoff hockey, dude. It's playoff overtime hockey. Boys, it's August 1st, and we're talking about playoff overtime hockey.
Like it happened. Nah, nothing.
Oh, kept it in. Petrie. Oh, see.
And Petrie's the one who hit the post in the third.
Yeah.
Oh,
loose puck.
Oh, it's loose. It's under him. He's
out there.
Jesus.
It's still there.
Dude, he just got Crosby just jacked that dude up, and he's still sitting on him. He's using a sofa. Oh, it's Gallagher. He's going to get all pissy now. Watch. He looked like Hasek there rolling around, man. He used the back of his helmet, I think, once. Yeah.
Great save.
Yeah, that was a mugging.
Montreal only 2 power play chances tonight. Thanks, Don. There he is. There's Bill. Let turnover.
I mean, dude, if there's like a door prize, Bill wins it for his like posters. It's short but sweet. It's few and far between, but they're solid.
Yep.
And Billy knows that. Come on now. It's all right.
Short 10 sweet. All right.
He's probably got a good one if y'all can get a goal here.
Goes right in on Price, and he'll freeze it. 13-28 in overtime. Game 1 of the Penguins and Canadiens qualifying round here. Best of 5 series.
One thing I found interesting tonight is funny. Obviously, I've got some of the Cap stuff on Twitter and all that stuff. God, man. Sid, man. That's how you clean somebody out, dude. Dude, he tried to kick him in the head, man. He's like flailing. That's like big brother and little brother right there, just holding them down in the backyard back in the day. But it was crazy on the Caps Twitter or one of the feeds. Some NBC had a image. Ovi was in one of the boxes watching this game at the arena.
I mentioned that to Brian earlier.
I wonder how they get in if they're not part of the game. It's crazy.
Jonathan Drouin on the break.
Oh, God.
Big save, but it's a
Hey, penalty shot. Here it comes. Or no, but he got a good shot.
penalty shot. Oh, my God. Are you kidding me?
What happened to Rich? Oh, there he is. Okay. Where's he going?
Wow.
He's scared behind your name.
What? Jonathan Drouin for another penalty shot?
Paige, shot in overtime, man. Watch out.
Oh man.
Well, we got Paige here. Paige has made an appearance. She's the one that we heart. There you go. Sorry. Rich isn't gonna like you if you start pointing at that thing. He already doesn't like you.
There you go. And he's coming in. He takes the puck wide. He's on his way in. Oh, he slipped.
Oh my gosh!
You know what I'm talking about? I don't care who you are, highly touted, low touted. He was a
bust.
Draft pick.
He is the bust with that play in the playoff. He is the bust.
But
period. Nope.
Hold on. Bad ice. Bad ice. Well, look at the. No, that was fine. Oh, Jonathan. There's
bad ice. Come on.
I bet if it was in a Tampa jersey, that wouldn't have happened.
Ooh. What'd you say?
I said, I bet if he was in a Tampa jersey, that wouldn't have happened.
Would have been right in the corner where Grandma keeps the cookies. It's all right.
Tampa was quite happy with Sergachev instead of. And he's not afraid to get physical himself either.
Yeah. Murray actually played that really well.
Wow. Yeah, he did.
He ran out.
Yeah, he would have had to really lift it to get it over him, but Murray was there.
I'm surprised because his pads are already flat on the ice at that point, and then he's caught, and that's where the guys walk around him.
Right.
I'm telling you, man, these goaltenders with these pads now. I mean, watch out! He's fired up with the buttons. Watch out! Oh, don't leave that in front. Oh, these leg pads now. I mean, God, you coming in a breakaway, you better be shooting it coming in, or I mean, you don't see many of the backhand dekes or like what we saw earlier with the shot on the penalty shot. I mean, you got to go 5-hole and get these guys moving because those leg pads are so dumb.
Yeah, you got to get us moving side to side for sure.
Yeah.
They're huge.
Oh.
And it's crazy how they wear them now, where they don't really secure them very tight around their legs so that they can they
rotate.
Yeah.
When I played like a couple years ago, about 6 or so years ago, the last time I played goal, I played about 35 years, and my pads, I always had to have like a rope tight around my skate. I hated it when it moved, but even my pads would move a lot more. My last set I had, it was crazy. But now they almost wear a player skate now. It's not even like the long blade goalie skate.
The goalie skates are like probably some of the lightest skates you've ever seen. They're just as light as a regular player skate, believe it or not. So
it's pretty wild. So
I have the same pads Vasilevsky has, and I mean, you don't even they're virtually weightless.
It's crazy how protective they are with the shots. See the shots that are coming now.
The rebound control. You know, that's another thing. The rebound would be they teach us to sort of put it into the corner, and now the rebound, the padding that they use is so it gives so much that when you fire the shots out, like you're intentionally firing them back out to the point to just get set for the shot again. So, oh,
I have it down here. It's been hanging down here the whole time.
All right.
There's slate bounce the puck still on the good side of the yeah.
Are you at 11 or 10:50 on the clock?
I'm at 11:03, 2, 1, 11.
I'm at 11 now. Yeah.
All right. So I'm 10 seconds behind. All right. Not bad.
You gonna hit pause?
We worked our way from 30 seconds to 20 seconds.
Man, you have 2 more overtimes. You'll be there.
So wait, Rich, you're 10 ahead of us or behind us?
No, behind.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you're at right now 10:52.
No, not. Where are you at now? I'm actually right now at 11:05.
Okay, we're at 10:42 puck stop.
Okay.
We're at a stop. We promise nobody won yet. It's all right.
I apologize, and I understand if you want to watch with your own eyes, you don't want it to get ruined.
What happens is with this, like I get, as I said, these channels when you get them on the Fire Stick like that.
Yeah.
Someone came close.
Yep.
Let's see. No, I'm kidding. It's all right. We're all silent now. It's
I promise you, Rich, if there's a goal, you will hear this. Okay, you will hear the sounds.
And don't look at Brian's screen. Yeah, you'll see all these like crazy goal things and sticks and crap.
All right, overtime predictions. I'm gonna say. Oh man.
Yeah, see? Right? Puck's down at 24, 23, 22, 21. Oh.
Nothing.
One, that's give them a month playing together and maybe that pass is a little more crisp, but there's no excuse. I'm not trying to say that make excuses for them. They got to have it right, but they're a half a step behind.
Yeah. 31 face-offs.
10 minutes. Halfway through OT number 1, game 1, qualifying round, Penguins, Canadiens.
I was watching earlier. I know a guy that does the local weather on Weather Channel, and we've become friends, and he's a hockey coach here in the area, so he's really into hockey. He's a Long Island guy, so he's a Caps fan, but his heart's still in Long Island, so we're watching the Islander game. He calls me. He's like, I'm like 30 seconds behind. He's on YouTube TV. That's what he gets his stuff on, I felt like, I just kept it straight. He's like, like the Islanders score, and I just keep talking and all that stuff. I'm like, it's one thing I hate. Like if I something happens and I'm like not trying to watch it, and I'm like, oh, it kills me. But especially with him, his stuff's so far behind with the streaming, it's crazy. So
yeah, that's you. Whoa! Collect those pads. There you go, Carrie. And we'll get our one commercial break of the overtime. Here it is.
We're in outer space here on the commercial. I don't know.
Yeah. Pretty wicked commercial.
Oh, there you go. It's just a kid in his garage. There we go.
Oh, it's an electric car ad.
All right, we're going to try Canada again. See if that improves.
See if it improves your lagging. I have the lagging app in. The lagging.
So we got some round robin action tomorrow, and we got some. What
do you think of Boston's chances?
Who?
Boston.
I think the East is tight. I think the top 5, and Pittsburgh's one of those top 5. I think they're. It's like any playoffs. It's going to come down to bounces. It just breaks, bounces, power plays, penalty kills. It's so close now. Like when the Caps lost to Carolina last year, Carolina made it all the way to the conference final. It's so tight. It's who's hot, who gets rolling. Who plays simple hockey. And Boston's good at that because Boston's a grinding team,
Sure.
The one place I think Boston lacks is on the blue line. And 5 years ago with Chara, I don't say that.
It wasn't a problem 5 years ago, right?
Chara now, I think it's a problem. He's really good still, but he doesn't have the step he
at this point. So.
And how old is Chara? He's like got to be high 30s, right?
Look at the rink. It looks like they took the logos off of the backsplash on the gray space, so it's all just league stuff now. No favorites when it comes down to. I was just reading a string somebody was posting earlier about why they're playing both teams' goal horns and yada yada, and I don't have a problem with it. There's no home ice advantage. The home ice is just for bookkeeping, right?
And then what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you got to play the game somewhere. That's all it is. It's just it's like obviously when it's normal, it's different. But I think it's great playing both teams' gold horns. Some of them got such classic songs like the Hawks and the Rangers, and
right.
Annoying as some of those songs are, if you've been on the wrong end of them, like I said, there's some cool. It's cool. I enjoy it. So
yeah.
So hey, my man Walter's here. What's up, Walter? So you guys want to call a score for each team?
I'll do that. All right. What do you say? What do you got?
Well, Walt said Gene and Gally.
Yeah. Oh, Galchenyuk.
So Gino and then Galchenyuk.
I was like, who the hell is Gene?
Yeah, no, I had a feeling it was Gino, and then
yeah.
My team's right, but then I don't know. 8:45 right now. By the way, puck's down. 8:45. I'm gonna say Hornquist. I see his number a lot through the overtime so far, and he's out there right now. And then maybe I just like saying his name, but I'm all about Kokoniemi.
You just looked at it, so you read it. That's what happened.
That's what I did. But I like that kid. I like when these young kids, especially the young European kids, they just have a different take on the game, a different look at the game. You know.
I think I'm going Gallagher, and I'll go Gensel.
Definitely Gensel.
I'll keep Walter's G theme going. There you go.
Nice. So
Bill McCann. It's going to take the odd one.
Who are you taking?
I was going to say McCann earlier, but
Jared McCann.
Yeah, I just don't think it's going to be one of the top guns.
Oh my God! If this stream doesn't end in 21 minutes, I'm going to have to stop it and start over. I can only do 4 hours at a time.
4 hours at a time. It sounds like Zoom. You know, you get like a free hour or something like that, or I don't know.
Yep.
Oh wow, Druin can flag it down. He just can't finish.
Yeah, I know it. Here comes Sid. I didn't want to say Sid, but
ooh, Gensel's right in front.
I almost said Gensel. I almost said Sherry just because they play with Sid.
Ooh,
but
it's an easy one. That line.
Harry was moving. He was out of the net. Pittsburgh looks hot right now. They are.
Stick.
Who's without a stick?
40.
Oh, 40.
You got Druin trying to play defense out there. Oh, Gensel just got wiped out.
Yep.
Oh, he tries to pass it to the guy without the stick.
Damn, coming up here, 7 minutes on the mark. That's a mark. 7 minutes left in the overtime number one.
Hey, Brian, if this gets to intermission, I think you just reset it there, but you should be fine. You should make it to intermission, I think.
I should be good there. I hate to have everybody switch over, but I'm sure the everybody that's watching understands.
I'm sure they'll come back.
Yeah, I sure hope so. Let's see here. Puck's down in the corner. Gino's got it. Looking for someone in the middle. He gets someone in the middle, but it's the wrong color jersey. And the Habs come back the other way, dumping in.
You know what? I'm going to amend that. I'm going to go defense, Justin Schultz.
Yeah, he's out there. Yeah.
Are you looking for a big blast from the point or like a step up?
I think that's what's going to happen. It's going to come out from the point, and I think someone's going to get in front and either get a deflection or just cause enough traffic for it to get through there. So, I mean, they're clogging. They're trying like the east-west.
Oh!
Doesn't look good.
Let's happy dance with the win. Where's Blue, Blanc, and Rouge? I can't play anything licensed.
He didn't go there, did he? No. Oh, God, you're hitting too many buttons. I can't even hear myself. Crap.
I know. Sorry about that. Wow. Well, I don't want to be a jerk to Walt, but he kind of ruined it by telling us there was a goal. So it at least got me time to get the sound effects ready to go.
Well, wasn't
that was one of the day.
Who was that? Was that?
That was Gallagher, right? To Petrie.
Petrie.
Yeah.
Wow.
Aston Reese stands flat-foot right in front of Murray.
Yeah. Oh, man. Look at it hearing at the crowd like there's someone there.
Well, they're way up there. Ovi was in that box up there, so he's screaming at Ovi.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What a game. What a first day of games, man.
Well, it's still not done, man. We got Winnipeg, Calgary cranking out west.
Yep, I'm going to get off the stream, though, to watch that one. That's one at the end of the first, so you can enjoy that, everybody, on your own accord. Guys, thank you for hanging with me.
Does it count if I got the guy with the assist?
What's that? Yeah, there you go. You get credit. You get credit on that.
0.5.
Ron, if you're around Monday, I'd love to have you on during the Caps game.
I'll see how work's going, all that stuff. Paige, my kid likes to watch the games, and he saw maybe I'll hop on maybe for the second period or something.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. And then, Rich, you can come on whenever you'd like as well. All you guys, especially in our group, and just everyone in general. Alan, I want to see you, Alan. When are we doing the Chicago? I got later this week, but we'll get everybody involved here. I'll let you guys go so I can wrap up my housekeeping stuff.
Hey guys, it was fun.
Thank you, Ron. Thank you, Rich, for jumping on with us. Oh, before you go, Rich, before you go, do you go Jari?
Yes, most definitely.
Really?
Sure. Yeah.
If it was 7 games, I don't. But with a 5 game, I think I do. I think it makes sense.
He's been fighting the puck all night, so
yeah, really had.
We'll see what happens.
All right, guys, thank you for coming on with me.
Take it easy. Have a good night,
guys. Thank you, and a quick thank you to everybody that tuned in throughout the day today. It was an awesome first day. I'm gonna get off the stream and then geek out for a little bit because everything today was just about as perfect as it could be for the first day. We're going to build on it. We're going to improve. If you have any suggestions, comments, questions, concerns, etc., Hockey Now Net is the handle for the Facebook page, the Instagram page, and the Twitter. Hockey Now Network is the Twitch channel. If you use Twitch, or even if you don't, sign up and give me a follow or a like on Twitch and also on YouTube. That would help me out a tremendous amount. An amazing day one. We started with Carolina and New York, Rangers Canes. 3-2 win for the Hurricanes. Rangers made it interesting at the end. We didn't stream the Chicago-Edmonton game in full, but we did keep our eye on that, and Chicago ended up pulling that out 6-4, even though a late game push from the Oilers didn't quite have enough to put them over the hump, so to say. We moved into Islanders and Panthers. 2-1 win for the Islanders. Panthers look very flat, not very impressive at all. Islanders looked okay, but until the Islanders have a true opponent, and I know that's some trash talk, then I'm going to hold my reservations about them. But some are calling for them to be the sleeper team, so we'll see how that works out for them. We just finished watching Montreal Pittsburgh 3-2 in overtime. Petrie with the winner. A very exciting game. And Winnipeg Calgary is happening right now. Don't forget tomorrow. First game is at 2 o'clock, Arizona and Nashville. That game is on USA Network. And then Flyers Bruins on NBC, 3 o'clock. We'll be streaming that on the Watching Together live stream for Hockey Now Network. We'll be on at 2:45. And we will do that game in honor of my friend Tina Zalo, who was a victim of domestic violence earlier this summer. She huge Flyers fan, and she was really looking forward to today in this tournament. And we're going to make sure that we remember her and have some smiles for her. I might even root for the Flyers. I won't. I will. For her, I will. So we'll jump on at 2:45 for that one. 6:30 tomorrow night, St. Louis and Colorado on NBC Sports Network. And then 8 o'clock we'll be back with our second live stream game. Only doing 2 tomorrow. 7:45 for Columbus, the Blue Jackets, and the Maple Leafs. And my buddy Jeff Ning will join us for that as well. 10:30 tomorrow night, Minnesota and Vancouver. I know you'll be watching that one, Walt. So if you're around any other part of the day, make sure you jump on the stream with us. Andrew says it best. So far be it from me to step in his way.
Hit that subscribe button and smash that like button and do that.
Do me a favor. Help me grow this thing, won't you? Let's get it together. Let's do this all. I mean, we're going to do it for the rest of the playoffs. So enjoy yourselves. Have a good night. Hockey Now Network. That's the name. I'm Brian Sklover. See ya.